Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, the Arbiter. How you fine folks doing tonight? I just got off the phone with my brother Omen and my friend Sky. Good time was had by all. Now we are going back to Fallout New Vegas TTW. Last we left off, we had... Oh, you know what? I just realized I need to check if my mic is active. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Everything's in order. Let's get the game started. Last we left off, the Enclave had invaded. We had regenerated into our warrior incarnation. Black coat. Battle TARDIS. We're going to take the fight to the Enclave. Although, I want to get the lowdown on the Brotherhood of Steel here in the Capitol Wasteland. And I also want to do the quest Trouble on the Home Front near Vault 101. So let's head there. Wait, what's this?
This is an automated distress message from Vault Tech. Vault 101. Message begins.
It feels like you left home a long time ago.
G.E.C.K.
Welcome
Battle
to
of the
this
Who's
course.
and the What's.
Hope you're still
Yes.
alive to hear this. Things got worse after you left. My father's gone mad with power. If you can hear this, please stop looking for your dad and help stop mine. I changed the door password to my name. If you're hearing this, and if you still care enough to help me, you should remember it.
Message repeats.
Sounds like Amada's in trouble.
This is an automated distress message from Vault Tech. Vault 101.
You're listening to the adventures. Ghoul Manservant Argyle. Today's episode. Escape
Now, we can
from
actually beat this quest
Paradise
without
Falls.
firing a single shot from our
So
weapon.
little faith, boss. I could disarm this slaver junk with my eyes closed. 1 second. There, now for yours. Stand still. Argyle, you magnificent bastard. You did it. Don't thank me yet, boss. We still need to get out of here. Let's go, while the guard's away from the front gate. Not so fast, my flesh-rotten friend. That girl...
There's a
we came
roach.
with, we're the only chance she's got. Come on.
I'm not using the laser screwdriver on that roach. That's just stupid.
All right, she's locked in there. They call it the box. First, we need to remove that guard.
There may be
Allow
danger
me.
here.
Hey,
Jimmy
fella,
Wilkins.
got a light? Huh? Lotus? Kick! Yeah!
Stop right there. I don't know how you got in here, but
Child's play, boss.
hold on. Wait a minute.
Your rescue.
It's you! I hardly recognized you with all the dust and grime from out there.
Well, I've
Guess
also
that explains how you
regenerated,
got
like,
that
what,
door open.
4
You got
times
more
since you've seen me?
experience with it than most everyone down here combined.
Where the hell is Amada? So help me if you've heard her.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Calm down there. Amada's not in any danger. I mean, we're all in a sort of a rough patch, but we've weathered worse. But sorry to say, if you're back, there's going to be trouble with some folks. And if Amada's wrapped up in it, there'll be trouble for her too.
I mean, I just had a hunch she was in trouble.
Maybe. She isn't the only one, that's for sure. Ever since last night, it's been madness down here. Nothing but trouble.
What sort of trouble do you mean?
Let me bring you up to speed. It seems like it's been a mighty long time. The night you and your dad left, everything went crazy. Between the bugs and the confusion, we lost a lot of people. When your dad opened up that gate, he let loose a whole lot of crap, if you'll pardon my language.
Dad would be horrified to know all that if he were still alive.
I'm sorry to hear that. Regardless of how things turned out down here, he was a good friend. I always figured he'd do well outside. Matter of fact, a lot of folks started thinking he had the right idea. He usually did. So, if it was safe out there, why stay down here forever? Well, the Overseer didn't like that one bit, and started cracking down on that sort of thought. Guess he didn't plan on you coming back.
So what now?
I probably ought to put you
I'm
under
hungry.
arrest and take you into the Overseer, but frankly, I know better than to try that.
Yep.
Meanwhile, some of your old friends think opening the vault is a good idea. I bet those rebels would like a word with you, now more than ever. Of course, if you want, you can just walk away as if you were never here. Out of respect for your dad, I won't even tell anyone I saw you.
Why don't the rebels just leave?
It's not that they want to leave. It's that they want to open the door and interact with the rest of the world. But that would risk the whole vault.
I'll go see what I can do about all of this.
Well,
Incoming
okay.
at break.
Just be careful down here. The vault's changed, I tell you.
I'm bored.
Rad roaches. They ain't shit. They don't even give that much XP. I just like killing them. I find roaches to be disgusting, vile creatures.
Wait here. This doesn't look good.
You know I can't do that, Freddy. Now get back down below before I have to do something we'll both regret.
What? You gonna lock me up like you did to Broch? You can't cage a tunnel snake, man, because we rule!
Stay back!
Taylor, stop!
Don't you know enough to stay away?
You almost shot Freddy!
I didn't mean to fire. I really didn't. I just wanted to scare him off. But he had a knife. I can't be too careful with those rebels.
What the hell happened down here?
I lost my poor wife Agnes is what happened. And all the chaos and fighting, her old ticker just couldn't take it anymore.
I'm so sorry. Tell me about the rebels.
I tell you, I'm scared of them. I never know when they're gonna try something dangerous.
Fine, I have to go now.
Yes, you do.
Shooting, damn it!
Chip Taylor.
I tickled think that things are rosy and skies are blue once again. Let the bygones go bye-bye.
You don't belong here. Oh boy, are you in trouble?
What happened down here?
You should have seen my pop. He personally saved old Stanley. But guess you wouldn't know what it's like to have a hero for a dad, would you?
Tell me about the rebels.
What do you expect from idiots like them? I'm just glad I was done with Butch's stupid gang before they got involved in all this.
Fine, I have to go.
Yes, you do.
Say that we'll be married in the month of May. I'm tickled think that things are rosy and skies are blue once again.
That door's inaccessible.
Let the bygones go
Ooh, coffee mugs.
by. No more will I sigh or cry. I'm tickled pink, the moon is yellow, and I'm your fellow tonight.
Do-do-do. Soon we'll reach that red letter day when I will pop the question.
Damn, look who's come waltzing back into the vault. It takes some real balls coming back here after everything you and your dad screwed up. But if you've got to be back, might as well make yourself useful. You gotta help us.
Help? What kind of help?
What sort of help do you think I mean? You must have heard about the changes since you left, right? The deaths, the lies, the whole Overseer lockdown thing? Ringing any bells? Man, they'd have rushed in here long ago if they didn't know I stole one of their guns from when they issued martial law. Anyway, you gotta help us get out of here. You gotta help me get out of here.
Don't worry, I'm trying to help the entire vault.
Man, screw the entire vault. What about me? Even these rebels just want the option to go outside for lousy trading and stuff. I just want to get the hell out of here for good. Why stay here and be stuck as a barber for my entire life when I could go out there and make my own choices?
Butch, what do you do in the vault?
The damn goat said I'm supposed to be a hairdresser, but that ain't me. I'm a barber, you got that? There's a difference.
What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're going to do outside, Butch?
I'll start a gang, of course. Why, it'll be the toughest, coolest, badassest gang the Wasteland's ever seen. Hey, play your cards right, maybe I'll even let you join it, huh?
Hey, I'm already in the Tunnel Snakes. You gave me the jacket and everything.
Yeah, but I'm thinking it'll be a new gang. We ain't gonna just be in tunnels, you know. Besides, there's gonna be a lot more people who want to join. Competition's gonna be tough.
And why should I help you, Butch?
Because you've always been a goody two-shoes. So when I need help, it's what you're gonna do, right? You're gonna help Amada anyway, right? Just make it so we can leave the vault, and I'll leave and never bother you again.
Alright, fair enough. What happened that night?
I heard old Stanley complaining a lot of the stuff down in the reactor got fried pretty bad. Nothing too bad, yet. But he's always worrying we'll lose air filtration or whatever. Of course, if that happened, guess we'd all have to leave the vault then, huh?
Alright, I'll be going then.
Catch you later. Maybe.
So, Miss Chase, how did you come to be, held up in Paradise Falls?
My friends call me Penelope. And let's just say those slavers...
Oh, it's good to see you're back from outside. It can be dangerous out there for someone your age.
What happened down here?
My poor grandson Jonas died is what happened. They say it was just an accident in all the confusion, but I know it was the Overseer.
Tell me about the rebels.
Oh dear, we aren't asking for anything special. The vault's been open before, but for some reason everyone tries to pretend it wasn't. I guess they try to forget the poor souls who never came back from out there.
I have to go.
Oh, please be careful.
Pockets. This is no time for sticky fingers, Daring.
It's not, but he's taking out my idea.
Oh my god, you're back! You got my message and actually came back.
I came as soon as I heard you were in trouble.
Oh, thank you. Everything's gone crazy since you left, and now that you're back, you can help set things straight.
You saved my life back then, Amada. The least I can do is help out now.
I just wish we could have saved more people. Jonas and the Hannons and so many others died that night. It was bad enough they died because my father was trying to keep the door closed. But then, I found out it was all to protect a lie. I found out the vault wasn't always closed. They've lied to us about it for our entire lives.
What? How did you find that out?
After that night, I heard Wally's father say we should never have taken you or your dad into the vault. I found out the vault used to be open, but for some reason, they closed it off when we were babies and swore to hide that it had ever happened. But keeping that lie meant Jonas's death. And even though we know the truth, the Overseer still won't let us make our own decisions.
Sounds like he's gone mad with power and needs to be stopped.
You're absolutely right. It's not like we want to abandon the vault or anything. Well, Butch does, but he's too big a coward to go out on his own. Most of us had accepted that the outside was certain death, and things would always stay the same down here. But now we know they don't have to be. After all, it was enough to get you and your dad to leave, so there must be something good out there.
I think I have a solution for the vault's troubles.
I certainly hope so. We can't keep going on like this.
I swear I'll stop your father and his guards. Just watch.
You will? Thank goodness for that. No matter what I say, he just doesn't listen. He just spends all day up in his office. But you've actually been outside, so you can tell him what it's like with first-hand experience. Just please don't do anything rash or hurt him, alright?
I'm not promising anything. He'll be stopped, one way or another.
But he's still my father. He may have made terrible choices that night, but he's the same person who's always looked out for us before then. Maybe he has some reason. Just please don't kill him. We've already had too many deaths.
Alright.
Wow, you're back.
What happened down here?
Mom and little Monica got caught in the fires. I tried to get them out, I really did. But it was just too hot. I know it wasn't your fault, but my dad doesn't think as highly of you. You wouldn't want to hear what he said he'd do to your dad, either.
Well, he won't get the chance. Tell me about the rebels.
I wouldn't call us rebels. I mean, we don't agree with the Overseer, but we still love the Vault. We just want to try going outside, too.
See you later.
Bye.
Crazy calls me. Sure,
How may I serve you,
Beatrice.
master?
crazy in love. Am I?
Ah, another patient. What's it to be, eh? Appendectomy? Tonsillectomy? Hysterectomy?
Yeah! Andy, what the hell happened? All this blood!
Ah, yes, a rather unfortunate incident. In all the commotion, Miss Beatrice suffered a rather bad sprain in her left toe. The big one. Obviously, I had no choice but to amputate
What?
the leg. Yeah,
What?
I'm sorry to say the operation was not a success.
Wait, they made you the doctor?
But of course, with your father's departure from the vault and Jonas's untimely demise, the Overseer had to take swift action. And so he named me the new Vault Medical Practitioner. A marvelous decision, if I do say so myself. I am fully equipped, after all.
You are skull-fucking incompetent. What's your take on this whole situation?
Human problems for human hearth. I don't trouble myself with such petty affairs. My work is my life. And, as you can see, I've been quite busy.
Jeez, I'm out of here.
Of course. Don't let me keep you.
Now, if you missed the medicine bobblehead when you were first playing this game, then you can actually pick it up here during Trouble on the Home Front. We just got Tales of a Junk Down Jerky Vendor. That'll increase our barter skill permanently by 2. Barter I don't use all that much, though.
I never thought you'd be back.
You're alive!
Yep. A lot of things trying to kill me off, but it ain't happening that easy. What the hell happened down here?
A lot of security got wounded, and worse. In all the confusion, we still don't know who's responsible for some of them.
And tell me about the rebels.
I hate that this whole thing has turned us against our families. But we just can't keep living down here forever. I mean, look at this place.
Yeah, I'll be seeing you.
Bye.
What's with the sultry delivery on that line? Bye. She sounds like she wants to fuck me. I mean, I look like I could be her grandpa, for crying out loud. Look at me. Now, let's go have a word with the Overseer. The not-so-glorious leader. You know, despite all the shit-flinging, this place is still the nicest vault in all of the Wasteland. It's probably the cleanest place in the Wasteland, too. That says something right there.
You never should have left, kid. Now we'll make sure nobody ever leaves again.
You don't want to do this. I gained karma from that? Jail cell password, police baton. I'll take the 10mm pistol, 10mm rounds. Fuck you, Overseer. Work is work. Officer Taylor, why are you shooting me? I don't want to kill you. You're a nice old man. Don't shoot at me. Come on. Really? New Vegas is peak? Yes, it is. And I tell you, with the Tale of Two Wastelands mod, you can do so much with it. If it weren't for this being built off of New Vegas, we wouldn't be using the Doctor Who mod. And I wouldn't have this fancy laser screwdriver. Alright, we don't get a finger, but we don't lose karma, so he wasn't evil, but he wasn't good either. I see you. Staring at me ominously through the peephole, or the window. The Daleks are cool. Yeah. They're fucking durable as shit in this mod, too. Like, even 3 can send you into a regeneration. Message retracted. Huh. We have the jail cell password already. We don't need any of this. Mr. Broch!
It's been a while, kid. I guess the goat couldn't have predicted how you'd turn out, could it?
I don't think anything could have predicted me becoming a Time Lord.
Teacher from Vault Jail. If the vault ever goes back to normal, that is. By the way, while I was in there, I heard some worrying things from the guards.
What'd you hear from the guards?
I heard one of the guards talking about some sort of plan to raid Armada and the rest of us. I didn't hear anything else, but I think he read it on the security terminal. So maybe you can find more there. I'm sure it's bad news for us all.
Shit. Okay. What happened down here?
It was pretty rough.
Is the Vashta Narada entity from Doctor Who in the season 4 in here?
I know he didn't mean.
No, unfortunately not.
Blame him or yourself.
And unfortunately, I've already done most of the Doctor Who mod content. We still have the TARDIS to pimp around the world with, but we've already traveled to all the other planets and rescued Gallifrey from the Pocket Universe. Tell me about the rebels.
Most of them are just kids who are caught up in the idea of seeing the world. But I know we've got to actually open the vault if we want to survive. Otherwise, we're just going to dwindle away down here until it's all too late.
Alright, I'll be going.
Watch yourself down here.
Yeah, that's good. Let's look at that security terminal. Lock cell door. Confidential. Confidential. Top-level security only. From Chief Officer subject raid on rebels. In light of increased agitation from the rebel elements, I have come to the conclusion that we can no longer afford to be merciful to this scum. While some may hold out hope for a peaceful resolution, it is only a matter of time before they decide to take the fight to us, or worse yet, our families. I propose a midnight raid on their compound, live ammo, zero tolerance, make an example of the first 2 who fight back, and the rest will fall in line. We may lose a kid or 2, but we'll save the vault as a whole, and that's what counts. You are not to inform the Overseer and some of our softer security guards about this plan, as they will only object and ensure our defeat. Once the deal's done, they'll see it was worth the price. This will show those scum what happens when you step out of line in our vault. Who's your favorite Doctor? Oh, that is so tough. from the classic era, it's either the 3rd Doctor or the 8th Doctor. I got big into the 8th Doctor after I started doing the Big Finish audio series. From the modern Doctor Who reboot, it's either the 9th or the 10th Doctor. What about you? Who's your favorite? We need to get to the Overseer right away. Atrium. Let me see if I can remember how to get to the Overseer's office.
You've got to change the Overseer's mind.
This is back the way I came. 10th. Yeah, he's a popular one for a reason. He did for modern Doctor Who what Tom Baker did for the classic series, I think. You know, for a long time, I actually really liked the 5th Doctor simply because I thought his outfit was incredibly fashionable. Wait, that's the security. So, the Overseer's office should be through this door.
Well, I see you've returned. Done with the dust and ruins of the wasteland, are you? Given up looking for Daddy? Thought you could just slink back in like a teen missing curfew? Well, that's too bad. You have no future in this vault. You're tainted.
Tainted? You're the crazy bastard who murdered Jonas. And with your leadership, no one in this vault has much of a future.
That would be where you're wrong. By locking down this vault, I'm protecting its future. In fact, I was protecting its future when I had to make those unpleasant choices the night you and your father abandoned us. I only wish I could have stopped your father before he left. If anyone's to blame for the unpleasantness, it's him.
Don't try to justify your murders and lies. They were never threats.
Spoken like someone who's never had to make difficult decisions. Like someone who's never had to lead. Jonas was leaving with your father. Their departure would lead to others leaving as well. And before you know it, half of the vault would be gone. And then, our home, the last safe, pure bastion of humanity, would be reduced to a lonely handful of aging holdouts, too few to continue.
You're not protecting your people, you're destroying them. Can't you see that?
I'm afraid you're the short-sighted one here. I'm simply keeping them safe and untouched by the war above. The real danger are the rebels and insurgents who insist on risking all of our lives just to die out there in the wastes.
That goes to my favorite metal band of all time, Freedom Call.
Lives away like that. We could go back to the peaceful life.
Their music makes you feel like you're going on a fucking crusade. The rebels are upset because you lied to them about the outside.
They have to understand that we did that to keep them from going outside and getting killed. To keep them from making the same mistake our generation did when we were their age. Some of us already lost loved ones out there long ago.
Have to listen to them, then?
We won't lose any more.
I highly recommend it. They make good shit. I believe I have the solution to the vault's problems.
To fix what you started? Go ahead and humor me.
The rebels are right. You need to open the vault.
Oh, do you? What makes you think you know how better to protect this vault?
You can't even keep your security forces in line. They're planning to raid the rebels.
Damn it! I told them I won't let this degenerate into violence again. The vault simply can't take the instability anymore. But maybe you're right. They simply can't stand the pressure anymore. And now the purity and perfection of my vault is crumbling all around me.
Humanity isn't about pure genetics. It's about never giving up hope, even now.
I wish I could share your optimism, But I suppose you have a point in your blathering way. My way won't save our vault's mission, but if I let them contact the outside world, I might be able to save its inhabitants. But I'm not the one to lead them in that. I'm stepping down as overseer. I'll tell Amata that I can think of no more appropriate leader than she.
There we go. And yeah, back on Freedom Call, if you want to get into their music, their best album to start with is Beyond. It's not like 99% of it is killer tracks. The only one I'm not terribly fond of is Union of the Strong and oh god, Dance Off the Devil, I believe it was. They're not bad, they're just not as good as the rest of the tracks. The song Paladin is actually how I discovered them. It's from that album. Another great album is Valley of the Crimson Dawn or Land of the Crimson Dawn. That one's a good one too. That has Back Into the Land of Light, which might be their best song they ever made. Let's head back to the bunker and let the Resistance know that we have made the Overseers see straight. Nope, I have gone too far. That's the atrium. That's the reactor. Cafeteria, atrium. You'd think I'd have the layout down pat by this point. Storage. Nope, didn't mean to come here. Main entrance. I think the cafeteria is where we need to go. My apologies. I have some pretty bad allergies. Stuff gets caught in my sinuses all the time. You'd think I'd have gotten that out of my system before choir practice today. That's the upper level. Why am I having such a hard time locating my objective?
You don't belong here anymore.
Hey, good to see you again.
Can't believe they almost shot you.
I tell you, those guards are getting nastier every day. One of these days, it's gonna turn real ugly. But I'll be ready for it.
What happened down here?
Paul got bit real bad by some of those rad roaches, but he thought he could tough it out. If we'd had a doctor to treat him, he might still be here.
Shit, I'm sorry. Tell me about the rebels.
The Overseer thinks he's in charge of us, just because it's his job? Well, nuts to that. We do what we want, and we want to open the vault.
Alright, see ya.
Bye.
Oh, hold up, I'm missing his speech.
Paul, I never thought you'd be back. You know. Anyway, no luck with that.
What's my quest marker say? Picking up the trail, trouble on the home front, talk to Amata. No wonder. Now let's hope I just remember how to get to her.
thought you'd be back.
Well,
Old Lady Palmer, Mr. Broch, Susie Mac, Butch. Where's Amada? Oh, here we go.
I just heard. My father says he's stepping down as overseer. He won't tell me why, but I have to.
Hello, Lazy! Throwing things is always a nice greeting. How's your day been, man? I just had a little talk with him and explained a few things, all quite civil.
Welcome, Laser Gaming.
You and him? Civil?
Yo!
I expected
Yeah!
a change out in the wasteland, but not that much. But I guess we'll all be learning a bit about the outside now, won't we? As the new overseer,
Incoming
I'm planning
at
on
break.
opening the vault. This time, for good. It's a bright new day for the vault, but I'm afraid there's one thing that has to change.
Whatever it is, I'm glad to help.
I know you are. And on behalf of the vault, I thank you for all you've done.
It was leg day, I'm
There are
dying.
still
Oh
many
man,
to blame
F in the
for
chat for
everything
you,
that
my guy.
happened. So I have to ask you to leave. I'm sorry, but the situation is just too delicate for you to stay. Please, if you really want to help the vault, you have to go.
I saved the vault and now you guys are kicking me out?
No, it's not like that. But if you stay, it'll just keep causing more problems. The vault can't take any more infighting. It's just what has to be. It'll be a while before we're ready to really go outside. But once the vault is stable again, maybe we'll see you out there. So, I guess this is goodbye for now. It's not much, but take this with you to remember us by.
Is this
With
the
luck,
water filter
we'll
quest?
meet again.
No. This is Trouble on the Home Front where you go back to the vault after the Enclave had invaded. The water filter quest was yesterday, I believe. The Enclave showed up in force, murdered James, and now I am in what is effectively my war incarnation. I am going to war with the fucking Enclave. Black coat because I'm in mourning, laser screwdriver because I'm taking no prisoners.
Hey everybody, this is 3 Dog, your friendly neighborhood disc jockey. What's a disc? Hell if I know, but I'm gonna keep talking anyway.
Let's see. Nope.
With the news.
Yes.
Continue to mount between the courageous forces of the Brotherhood of Steel and their strange.
I got fucking hated the water filter guy, filter guy. Yeah, Colonel Autumn's a fucking cunt.
When the outcasts decide to take pot shots at my building, which the Brotherhood uses as an outpost, I make an exception. So, Brotherhood outcasts.
Wow, I got that right. Nice.
I prefer not to get murdered in my own.
I wonder if there's anything new here.
The rest of you Brotherhood cats.
Whoa, hold the fuck up. That is new. The Vault recently received an unexpected radio contact over the governmental Vault Tech frequency from an organization calling itself the Enclave. Governmental codes are valid according to the Vault's ancient records, and the Enclave put forth an offer of amnesty and unity with the official remnants of the American government in exchange for access to Vault and its data stores. They claim that our Vault passwords no longer match their records, preventing them from extending their offer in person. After brief negotiation, I have refused entrance to this Enclave. I cannot trust my Vault and its inhabitants to an unknown factor, much less one that would so gallantly suggest abandoning our Vault's great mission. All the more reason to prevent the rebels from opening the Vault to the likes of them. Security dossiers, rebels. An alliance of rebels has formed in my Vault, dedicated to the wholly destructive goal of reopening the Vault to the outside world. Amada and Edwin Broch are the leaders of the band, with those ridiculous tunnel snakes making up its muscle, along with a handful of other youths and the naive idealists. Attempts to isolate and demoralize the group are proceeding apace. Edwin Broch has been jailed for his attempts to lead a direct attempt to open the Vault's door, and their members have holed up in the old clinic and schoolroom. Their dwindling food and proximity to the dangerous Dr. Andy are sure to drain the morale from their rebellion until they give up and are welcomed back into our happy family again. Amata. It pains me dearly to know that Amata is behind the rebellious element in my vault. If she weren't their leader, it would be a simple matter to break their spirits and bring them back in line with the vault's time-proven isolation plan. But with her as a central figure in their rebellion, I must refrain from the more persuasive tactics at security's disposal. I will not repeat the mistakes of that night again. The vault cannot afford it, and I cannot bear to drive my daughter further away from me. Despite everything, I take great pride in her natural talent for leadership. When she inevitably comes around, I feel she will make a worthy successor to the position of overseer. Security dossiers. Okay, we already read that. Scouting reports. Nothing new there. Vault Tech instructions. Nothing new here. There we go. Now let's head back to the Citadel with the Brotherhood of Steel and get the lowdown on the Capitol Wasteland Brotherhood.
Nice to meet you. I'm Garlic.
After a bit of time, we'll find Butch at the bar in Rivet City, and we can add him as a companion. Alright, it's nighttime right about now. Seems that everyone's in bed for the evening. I wonder what this platform here is supposed to be. Or, maybe that's not the right word.
The Elders sent word of your arrival. I am Scribe Peabody. Welcome, etc. Now, I'm really very busy. Is there something you needed?
Can you tell me something about the scribes?
Indeed I can. Pay no heed to those headstrong knights with their pop guns and bravado. It is the scribes who make the Brotherhood what it truly is. The brawn is useless without the brain. Each order of scribes is dedicated to a unique field, all equally important, all more important than those dim-witted grunts.
And the orders are?
Order of the Sword, Order of the Shield, Order of the Quill, Weapons, Defenses, and Research, respectively.
And let me guess, you belong to the Order of the...
Sword, of course. Weapons, my boy. You name it, I've helped someone kill it. I'm the proctor of the Order of the Sword, you see. Weapons research, development, and maintenance, all my responsibility.
All I needed to know.
Let me know if you need something else.
So, any thoughts on the Enclave?
So they have plasma weapons. Bah! It's strong technology, I'll give you that, but limited in modability. I've already started removing the compensators on our laser weapons to cut through the Black Devil power armor of theirs. We'll drop them like any other meat, don't you worry.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
Foul, detestable beasts. They're like an infestation. We cut them down and they return again and again. Always so determined to kill or capture. But why?
I have some questions about the Brotherhood.
You want to talk to Scribe Jameson. She's the archivist, not me.
Alright, see you around.
Until next time.
What's up, Wastelanders? This is Three Dog Bow Wow, and you're listening to GNR. That Galaxy News.
So there's going to be a lot of lore from the Brotherhood of Steel this episode. Ooh, wait, nope, that's stealing. Can't do that.
Boys and girls of the Brotherhood of Steel, continue to fight. The good fight, folks. They've recently stepped up patrols in the downtown DC ruins in response to increasing sightings of everybody's favorite freaks, the super.
Hail to you. By the traction of hospitality and on the word of Elder Lyons, I welcome you to the Citadel. I am Star Paladin Cross, Keeper of the Arm, and Seneschal to Elder Lyons.
Seneschal?
And I am honored to say I was acquainted with your father. Now, what may I do to help you?
You knew my father?
I did, and you as well. Long ago, I helped guard the water purifier against the super mutant horde. When your father left, I escorted the two of you to Megaton. He was a noble man. I was saddened to hear of his passing. But from what I've heard, he died with honor. He died for you. I only pray that my own death has such meaning.
I loved him so much. I'll never forget him.
And so our deeds are carried on through our sons and our daughters. Continue to remember him fondly. Continue to tell his story. And continue to do his work. Through you, he shall carry on. But now I must ask you a difficult question, if I have your leave to do so.
By all means, ask.
I escorted your father across the wastes. It was the best I could contribute to his efforts to restore fresh water to the people. I would like the honor of escorting you in your journey to complete his work.
I would be honored, Star Paladin Cross.
Then I shall follow your lead and submit to your command. As James's child, I know I don't need to explain, but I am not your servant. If I do not like the path your actions take, I will return here. Now, let us go forward. Crush the Enclave, and fulfill your father's mission.
Yeah! Just a generic NPC, we can't really talk to him. Citadel Lab Terminal. T-45D power armor. Let's see. I can't craft any 44 Magnum rounds. What am I missing? I don't have enough lead and I don't have enough pistol primer. Max charge. Gun condition 2.5, damage 1.5, target damage threshold 10. Interesting. Great Hall? Hail, brothers. Oh look, the round table. Got ourselves a kitchen. Can't take any of the stuff here because that's stealing. Wait, is that Sarah Lyons?
What aid can I offer you, outsider?
Okay.
Hey, name's Greg. Greg Bear. Most of the guys just call me Kodiak. Heard about that mess over at the Purifier. Don't you worry, you're safe here.
I found a Brotherhood of the Holotag. What should I do with it?
Talk to Scribe Jameson. She is our keeper of the scrolls. She will want to know what you have found.
Alright. What's your combat specialization in the Lion's Pride?
Hell, I do it all. Recon, demolition, tactical assault. Guess you could say I'm the Pride's jack of all trades.
How'd you end up in the Brotherhood?
Now that's a story. The only reason I'm here is because of Elder Lyons. You see, I grew up in the pit. Don't suppose you ever been there, huh?
Yeah, I have,
it's
actually.
About 500 clicks to the northwest. Place is a nightmare. 3 irradiated rivers coming together. People there were not well. But the Brotherhood of Steel came down on the place with a righteous hand. They called it the Scourge.
What was the Scourge?
It was a Brotherhood operation. They marched in and swept the place clean. Most of the people there were half mutated, cancerous, vile things. And these people, great gangs, torture squads.
Ugh.
It was pure chaos there. The Scourge is the best thing that could have happened to it. This was way back, before the Citadel was fortified. Part of the early recon after the Brotherhood first arrived in this area. One night, a squad of brothers led by Paladin Lions swept into the city from over Mount Wash, tearing apart anyone who stood against them. They were completely outnumbered, and still they razed that place to the ground.
How did you escape?
As they swept through, the Brotherhood policed up every non-mutant child they could find. Turns out there weren't that many. Me and maybe 20 others. The younger we were, the less of a chance that we were mutated. It was ugly work, no doubt, but it had to be done. I'll never forget the sight of the Brotherhood of Steel breaching the breast of the mountain at dawn.
And how'd you end up back here?
Elder Lyons brought us all back to the Citadel. He said it was the safest place he knew of. This place was still being converted. He put us in as initiates and kept a watchful eye over us. He was tough, but he taught us to stay alive. The man's like a father to me.
That's pretty amazing, Kodiak.
Nah. The amazing thing is Elder Lyons. He risked everything. Went in outmanned and outgunned. I'll never be able to thank him enough. So I do my best to serve the Brotherhood. I know that that's what he really wants. In time, I'm sure you'll understand.
So any thoughts on the Enclave?
There's meat under that arm, and meat can be grabbed.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
Hell, I've killed more of those yellow Frankensteins than any other member of the Pride. Except maybe Gallows, those crazy solo night ops of his.
What can you tell me about Lion's Pride?
Now, see, the Brotherhood's one thing, but the Pride, best of the best. Every damn one of us. Handpicked by Sentinel Lyons herself.
See you around.
Strength and steel, friend. What aid can I offer you, outsider?
Okay, nothing you need to talk to him about. You sleep in
Hail to
power
you,
armor?
stranger. I am Knight Captain Dusk, in service of Steel. If you require anything, simply ask.
So what's your story?
My story? I blow the head off anything more than 200 meters downrange. I'm the best shot in the Brotherhood of Steel, bar none. Not even Colvin can match my kill count. That's my story.
That's impressive. Competition must be stiff around here.
Damn right it is. Last time I checked, it wasn't called the Sisterhood of Steel. Hell, even Sarah has to prove herself to the knuckle draggers. Every once in a while, we have to show them what's what.
What do you do here?
I'm a sniper with the Pride. Put any muty bastard within 1 mile of me and my rifle, and, well, pack it up, troops. Fight's over. Colvin thinks he's a better shot. Man's delusional.
Any thoughts on the Enclave?
Honestly, I can't wait to see if one of those helmets can stop a hollow point round at 100 yards. I'm thinking...
Armor stops hollow point. You might be wanting to check if it can withstand armor-piercing rounds. Care to share anything about the super mutants?
I can tell you that those heavily armored ones, the Masters, they favor heavy weapons. Miniguns and missile launchers. My recommendation? Headshot from a distance. Avoid the meat grinder.
What can you tell me about the Lion's Pride?
We're the most elite tactical unit ever assembled in the Brotherhood of Steel. Here or anywhere else. Hell, ain't nothing Sarah's Cubs can't handle.
See you around.
Stick to the shadows.
Well, what's your tactical appraisal of our situation? Glad to see you and that egghead Lee made it here in one piece. I heard what happened to that purifier. Hell of a thing.
So what's your job in the Lion's Pride?
Me? Heavy weapons, miniguns, missile launchers. If it's bigger than a human and goes boom, I'm all over it.
Any thoughts on the Enclave?
Man, I don't know. Fighting uglies is one thing, but we've never gone up against anyone that well trained or organized. Even their tech is better. Don't get me wrong, the pride's in it to win it. And I'll go down shooting if I have to. I just hope I don't have to.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
Man, nothing dies like an ugly. I once saw Colvin snipe the leg off one at 200 yards. Thing pirouetted like a figure skater.
Nice! What can you tell me about the Lion's Pride?
You, my friend, are talking about the most elite fighting force ever assembled within the Brotherhood of Steel. Each of us was handpicked by Sentinel Alliance herself. You can't even realize what an honor that is. Sarah defines combat excellence.
I'll be going then.
Back to it.
Enclave troops have fortified the Purifier complex. With those vertibirds, they're able to transport personnel at a remarkable rate. Yes?
You don't say much, do you?
No, I don't. What do you want?
What's your specialty in the Lion's Pride?
Spec Ops. Let's leave it at that.
So, any thoughts on the Enclave?
They're men. They're born, they live, they die. End of story.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
Shoot them, they die. Stab them, they die. Strangle them, they die.
This motherfucker strangled a super mutant! Oh, I wish I was there for that. That must have been a fucking sight to behold. What can you tell me about the Lion's Pride?
Sarah appreciates my methods. I fill a role no one else can.
Alright, I'll be sure not to instigate anything with you around. See you around.
Hoo-ah, soldier. Stay safe, once again.
Alright, thanks for the information.
These guys have a different color armor than Sharon has. Sharon's got green on his.
What's the situation?
The Wasteland's one true Messiah still walks among us. Just listen to this. Those scumbag slavers.
Wasteland Savior. Interesting.
What aid can I offer you, outsider?
You must see a lot of things. What's been going on?
What's been going on? Well, let's see. For years, we've been draining our resources defending the ungrateful residents of this no-man's land. Most of my best friends have either been ripped apart by super mutants or left to join the outcasts. And now an enemy we faced more than 30 years ago has resurfaced, and their tech is still better than ours. What's been going on with you?
My dad died. Oh, and I also travel in time. I have a few questions about the Citadel.
I can help with that. What do you need?
I need some supplies. Who would I see about that?
Well, any one of us would see Knight Captain Durga down in the lab, but since you're an outsider, you'll need permission from Elder Lyons.
Do you have a medic?
You could say that. We have an old robo-doc. He's a bit creepy, but he does the job. He's here in B-Ring.
Alright, that's all I needed.
Certainly.
Outcasts. Who are they?
I really don't want to go into it. Go bug Scribe Bowditch. Could talk a dog off a meat truck.
Any thoughts on the Enclave?
As if we didn't have enough to worry about. Their weapons are better. Their power armor is better. Is their training better? We'll see.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
You know how many uglies I've killed? More than all of Lion's Pride combined. That's how many.
Nice.
All it takes is a loaded weapon and the will to use it. Oh, and a good way to get ugly blood out of your armor. Little bit of Abraxo and some water. Works like a charm.
Cool.
Of course.
Oh, this song. I was hoping we'd get this on the radio.
Don't believe the church and state.
Hail.
Everything they tell you.
We're just gonna appreciate the music for a bit.
Brother, go on. What's your tactical assessment of this new situation? You're kidding me, right? 10 soldiers in devil suits, and you lose your nerve? Those enclave troops are a joke. Yeah, we've handled worse before, right? See, I knew you'd cheer me up, thanks. Either way, we should hit the daily later and run through some things.
Initiate, you've got a lot of nerve to interrupt. Oh, my apologies, stranger. I thought you were one of these worthless initiates. I swear these kids would be lost without me here to powder their asses.
What do you do here?
I am charged with the duty of turning these maggots into brothers of steel. With the threat of the Enclave, they're likely going to be pressed into service before they've taken the oath. So I've got a lot of work to do.
Any thoughts on the Enclave?
Killing unarmed civilians makes me sick. Come over here. Try fighting someone who shoots back. Fucking cowards.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
Why do you think I ride these initiates so hard? I make training hell, so fighting those uglies won't be.
I have to go now.
If you'll excuse me, I need to go show these fish how to shoot straight.
Squire Maxon. Yep, the same Maxon that we meet in Fallout 4.
Hail to you, stranger. I am Squire Maxon, loyal servant of steel. It is an honor to make your acquaintance.
The honor is all mine, Squire.
Oh, well, thank you. Your words are very kind. Kinder than those I usually hear. Is there something I can help you with?
Aren't you a little young for all this?
Oh, well, you see, I am descended from the great Roger Maxon, founder of our order. I am the last of his line. They say my soul was forged from eternal steel, but I don't believe that. I'm really just a normal boy. I was sent to the Citadel many years ago to be fostered by Elder Lions, but that was before the Western Elders lost faith in the Elder. I really don't know if I'll ever get home, but, well, I kind of like it here. Sentinel Lions has been very kind to me. She's taught me so much.
I'll tell you something, kid. I know what it's like to have an auspicious name that you don't know how to live up to. In Welsh, my name means a hero chosen by God, and in Hebrew it means God-appointed chief of heroes. Look at me. I'm just a shitposter on the internet. What do you make of the Enclave, Squire?
You're asking me what I think about the Enclave? Well, the Brotherhood of Steel has actually faced the Enclave before. Back west. More than 30 years ago, according to our chronicles. Judging from those records, I'd say their soldiers are outfitted in advanced power armor Mark II. It's pretty strong. Better than our power armor. And some of their technology is amazing. Vertibirds, plasma weapons that can turn a man to goo. Does that help?
I don't suppose you know anything about the super mutants.
Oh yes. I've studied them quite a bit since I've been here. They're not all the same, you know, besides the regular ones. There are also brutes, and after them, the masters. They're really tough. But the worst of all? The behemoth! He's a giant! I saw one once, outside the Citadel walls. So scary. The super mutants are all over the city ruins. But Elder Lions doesn't actually think they're from there, or we would have found their home by now. It kind of seems like they're looking for something, but we're not really sure what that is.
They don't actually make you fight, do they?
No. But I could. I know I'm ready. I mean, it would be scary, but it's not fair that I have to sit inside while the knights go on patrol. I did go out one time, you know. Sarah, Sentinel Lions took me out, just to show me. I killed a super mutant too, I swear. I also sort of shot Sarah, but just a little. It was just a flesh wound.
Well, that's pretty rough. It might be a while before they take you on more missions. I'll be going.
Very well.
This place sucks.
Oh, we got 2 Proto-Men songs back to back. Hell yes. Ah! This is what I was looking for.
Hail to you, son of James.
I'd like permission to trade.
This is not normally something that we do. Trade with outsiders has proven to be problematic in the past. However, considering the circumstances, so be it. I'll send word to Durga that you have full access to trade.
Thank you. I have to go now.
Hail.
Dog meat. I need you to find something for me. Find me a weapon, boy. Okay. Well, here we go. Smuggler's outfit. Smuggler's end. Oh, so I did lose karma for that. Let's have a look at what the smuggler outfit looks like just to see. Oh, no shit! Oh, hell yeah! It's Han Solo's outfit! And chat, you want to see what the smuggler's end looks like? Check it the fuck out! And this fires laser rounds. See? Ain't that something? But I gotta stick to the RP.
They're able to transport personnel at a remarkable rate.
All right, thanks for the information.
Nobody's in here. Nobody's in here. Brotherhood Scribe, Scribe Jameson.
Hail, outsider. I am Scribe Jameson. Word of your ordeal has spread. I am truly sorry for the loss of your father. But if I can help you in any way, please let me know.
I found a Brotherhood holotag. What should I do with it?
You have? Oh my. This brings to light a sad affair for the Brotherhood. But perhaps it is something that you can assist us with. If you have the time, I have an offer for you.
Sure, I've got all the time in the world.
Good. As I'm sure you've noticed, the Brotherhood operates all over the DC ruins, often detached from the main base here at the Citadel. We're short on communication equipment, so many of the groups in the field operate as independent cells, without standing orders. Sometimes, I'm afraid that their missions end in their deaths. As Keeper of the Scrolls, it's my charge to write of each fallen brother's deeds.
And without radio equipment, you can't keep track of them?
Exactly. A brother fallen in the field may have no one to carry word of his death back to me. In calmer times, we could send detachments and messengers to learn their fates. But with our manpower stretched thin, we have no such luxury. Which is why I must now ask you for your help. Each brother wears a holotag like the one you found. Should you find any of the fallen brethren in the field, I ask that you return their tags to me, so that I might record their deeds in the scrolls.
What are the scrolls that you mentioned?
Scrolls are kept by the head librarian of each Brotherhood bunker. The scrolls are a record of the Brotherhood itself. Into each scroll is written the name and deeds of each of our brothers. Battles, what technology is recovered, when he was promoted, everything. The last entry for each brother is that brother's death. It is important, as the way a man dies is just as important as the manner in which he lives. And so, each man who nobly serves the Brotherhood ascends into our history, to be remembered by those who come after him.
Where can I find holotags?
They are on our fallen brothers throughout the DC ruins. However, I can't give you a full report on the locations of all of our operations. As I said, many of the units in the field operate independently, sometimes not reporting into the Citadel for weeks or months.
Alright. What's my reward if I bring you these holotags?
We have access to a great deal of technology, and because of that, there are a number of things that we can continue to produce. I will be able to offer you caps for the tags you bring me, but from time to time, I will be able to give you something a bit more interesting.
Oh? Okay. Tell me a little bit about the scribes.
Well, there are a number of orders within the scribes, each dedicated to a specific area of research.
What are the orders?
The Order of the Sword is responsible for weapons research and development. Guns, ammunition, anything of an offensive nature. Defensive research is done by the Order of the Shield. Power armor, defensive structures, anything that is intended to protect us. The Order of the Quill preserves the written knowledge of the ancients, seeking out all manner of books and holotapes.
What order are you a part of?
Actually, I am Proctor of the Order of the Quill. I oversee the archives and library here in the Citadel. We are dedicated to preserving the history of the Brotherhood, as well as unearthing the secrets of the pre-war civilizations. We have a single field associate, Scribe Yearling. She operates out of the former Library of Congress to the northeast.
Yeah, I've met her. Nice lady. Any thoughts on the Enclave?
Quite a few, but most are distinctly unladylike and unworthy of discussion. I will tell you that the Brotherhood has encountered the Enclave before, and their motives were just as sinister then as they are now.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
The Brotherhood has been battling super mutants for decades. First out west, then in Chicago, now here. But this group of super mutants is different somehow. Physically, yes, but mentally as well. If we knew where they came from, we'd know why.
I had some questions about the Brotherhood. What does the Brotherhood believe?
We believe in technology, in the triumph of the creations of the ancients, over the horrors and evils of the wasteland. We believe in trust. Trust in technology. Trust in our fellow brothers. Trust in our elders. And we believe in victory. Our forces have dwindled, but still, we fight on. Super mutant, Enclave, it matters not. Surrender is not an option.
Who are the members of the Brotherhood?
Elder Lyons leads us. Star Paladin Cross is his seneschal. Sentinel Lyons, the Elder's daughter, commands the Lion's Pride, our elite combat squad. The Paladins lead the Knights. The Knights are the core of the Brotherhood. They scour the waste to eliminate evil and recover technology. Scribe Rothschild oversees the scribes in their duties to seek knowledge and restore the technology the Brotherhood has acquired.
What about the Brotherhood's history in this area?
We first arrived in the Capitol Wasteland in 2255. In those first couple of years, we discovered the Citadel, super mutants, and Project Purity. The Purifier. What an undertaking. The work your father and his team did was amazing. The Brotherhood helped protect them, you know, at least for a little while. But we were stretched thin as it was, even back then. We had to pull our forces out. When we did, the place was overrun. I imagine that's when your father left. I'm sorry. I wish things had turned out differently.
That's all I need to know. About the holotags.
Yes. What about them?
I found some.
Have you? It saddens me to hear of my fallen brethren, but their names and deeds shall be records. Tell me, how many have you found?
Take all the holotags I have.
Their names shall be written into the scrolls, to be remembered forever. As for you, here's your reward. Use it well and in good health.
300 bottle caps. Okay. See you around.
I look forward to our next meeting.
You know why? We need to. Hasn't that always been enough? Worry too much.
Right, good point.
Hey, that's what I'm here for. Anyway, we should get back to work.
Citadel A-ring.
Bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. Up next, we've got a public service announcement.
Let's take a look at our quest marker.
Stuff's important. Just a friendly reminder.
Ask Scribe Rothschild for pre-war computer access.
People too. You see, children, ghouls are simply humans who've been exposed to an ungodly amount of radiation and haven't had the good fortune to die. Sure, they may look like hideous zombies from an old monster flick, but their hearts, their souls, their tears are all very
You honor
much
us with your presence here.
So please, if you meet one of the Capitol Wasteland's many ghouls, leave your prejudice at the door.
May I start by saying that I am sorry for your loss. I was acquainted with your father many years ago. The world has lost one of its few remaining visionaries.
Thank you for your sympathy.
Think nothing of it. Now, Dr. Lee has explained your predicament. You need to locate some Vault-Tec equipment.
My father was looking for something called a G.E.C.K. Do you have one?
A G.E.C.K? Goodness, no. Certainly not. I must say that there are some who doubt such a device really exists, let alone works. If, however, you share your father's determination, I may be able to assist you in locating one.
So you know how to find one?
Possibly. I'm afraid I won't be able to assist you directly. The news Dr. Lee has brought will require me to be elsewhere. I can, however, give you access to an old pre-war computer from Vault-Tec. It may have the information you need.
Perfect.
You'll find the terminal in the archives in the A-ring.
Thanks for your help.
You are welcome. If you require further assistance, I may be able to help.
I've lost all ambition, a worldly
I need to collect my wits and figure out what to do next.
Hey, buddy. Hi. Yeah, so listen, thanks and all. Really great job you did there.
Okay.
Listen, thanks for getting us through that. I'm not stupid. I know we wouldn't have made it without you. I'm sorry about your dad, and I'm sorry I've acted like an ass.
Hey, we're cool.
Great. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know.
See you around.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Okay. This is just a bathroom.
I don't want to set the world on fire, honey. I love you too, but
I have those results you asked for,
I just want to start a great big plane.
Oh, yes, hello, I've heard about you.
Your voice
We don't
does
get
not
many
match your
strangers here in
appearance.
the Citadel, especially those who walk about unescorted. I am Scribe Bowditch. If you require something, simply ask.
What do you scribes do?
Why, a great many things. There are 3 orders within the scribes, you see, each dedicated to a different field of study.
Which order do you serve, Squire Bowditch?
I am Proctor of the Order of the Shield. I oversee the others in my order and make sure our defenses are up to snuff. Do you know how long it took to fortify these ruins? From the husk of the Pentagon, I carved a grand citadel. No easy task, my friend.
I believe it.
Ah, but that was yesterday, when all we had to worry about was those damn super mutants. The Enclave. Now, that's a different problem altogether.
That's all I needed.
Very well.
Any thoughts on the Enclave?
They're sporting some pretty impressive power armor, I'll give them that. The Advanced Mark II. But that's all right. With a few modifications, our own armor will more than handle anything they throw at it.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
They're relentless, like nothing I've ever seen before. I honestly think they see our brothers in power armor as some kind of canned meal. Some of the pieces we've had brought back Men and women ripped in half. Some pulled through their armor.
Ooh.
Just horrible.
Gives me the shivers. Can you tell me more about the Brotherhood of Steel?
Oh, yes, I can. In fact, I suspect I could write several texts on the various details of the Brotherhood. But I suspect you're in a hurry, so what particulars would you like to know?
What are the central beliefs of the Brotherhood?
I'm afraid the answer to that is a lot more nuanced than others might suggest. Brotherhood members are sworn to acquire and protect technology of the past, but not everyone interprets these oaths in the same way. Elder Lyons sees these duties as part of a larger dedication to protect the innocent. Some, like the Outcasts, disagree with these priorities.
Tell me more about the Outcasts.
It's a rather sad story, I'm afraid. Last year, some of our soldiers had grave disagreements with the decisions of Elder Lyons. Disagreements spiraled out of control, and there was a schism in the ranks. The loyal soldiers practically threw out the dissenters. Now they call themselves the Outcasts.
What sort of disagreements did they have?
Where Elder Lyons has fought to protect the people of the Capitol Wasteland, the Outcasts demanded we move on and leave them to their fates. They insisted there was more important technology to be recovered in a scientific base in the ruins of Fort Independence to the west. As callous as their decision may be, it's more in line with our original mission. Elder Lyons is an inspiration to us, but to them, he's a traitor.
Who were the exiles?
The soldiers rallied behind Paladin Kasdan, who was one of Elder Lyons' original squad. They served together for over 20 years. Kasdan was well respected and every bit as loyal to the Brotherhood as Elder Lyons. He just disagreed with the interpretations of our oaths. But when disagreements turned into fistfights, he left with the Outcasts. We lost more allies that day than we ever have to any battle.
Sounds like it was quite a loss. Is there any way to reconcile them?
Lyons and Kasdan would have to agree to any sort of reconciliation, and that's pretty unlikely. They're both quite proud and stubborn. Me, I just wish there was a way we could all agree that at least we're still on the same side. There are bigger problems out there after all.
What are you doing about them?
As much as some of our soldiers would like to see them shot for deserting, there's not much we can do. We're too busy with the super mutants. Meanwhile, they're busy seeking out new technology and trying to get back in contact with the Brotherhood out west. So our paths rarely cross, but it's never pretty when they do. I just hope things cool down before it gets worse.
Enough about the Outcasts.
It is a rather discouraging subject, isn't it?
See you around.
Farewell.
Now, we need to go to the terminal. Maxon Archive Terminal. Wait, what?
At your service.
Roger, Maxon. Okay, so what happens if I... It's not hacking, so I guess I can do it. Roger Maxon. Born, not available. Died, 2135. Second in command of the security team stationed at the West Tech Research Facility, later relocated to Mariposa Military Base. Assumed command after nervous breakdown of security team leader Colonel Robert Spindell. Executed scientists after learning of their research into the Forced Evolutionary Virus, or FEV. Deserted from military just before the war, Maxon ordered the families of all base personnel brought inside the facility, thereby sparing their lives. Led survivors in their exodus to the Lost Hill bunker. Maxon's wife was killed on the journey. At Lost Hills, Roger Maxon formed the Brotherhood of Steel as the organization's first High Elder. He formed the orders of Paladins, Knights, and Scribes. Maxon II. Born, not available. Teenager of unspecified age in 2077. Died 2155. Took over command of the Brotherhood of Steel as High Elder in 2135 when his father Roger Maxon died of cancer. In 2155, while hunting down a group of raiders known as the Vipers, Maxon, who was unhelmeted at the time, was grazed in the head by an arrow. A deadly viper poison killed him within hours. John Maxon. Born 2097. Died not available. Son of Maxon II and grandson of Roger Maxon. A gifted soldier, John Maxon was promoted to the rank of Paladin at the age of 38. In the year 2135, soon after, he was promoted once more to head Paladin. In 2155, Maxon was promoted to the illustrious position of High Elder when his father Maxon II was killed in glorious battle with the raiders known as Vipers. Recordings indicate John Maxon had some dealings with a mysterious figure identifying only as the Vault Dweller in the year 2162, at the age of 65. New entry, Scribe Arthur Maxon. Only son of Jonathan and Jessica, both deceased. Last of the Maxon bloodline. As an infant sent to the Citadel to be fostered by Elder Owen Lyons, the reason for this decision was twofold. One, recent intel conflicted amongst the Western Brotherhood of Steel created an unsafe environment for the child. It was believed that the Citadel, despite being located in hostile territory, would increase his probability of survival. 2. Elder Lyons at the time was in high favor with the Western Elders and deemed a perfect candidate to provide care and training to the Squire. Recent events have led to a lack of communication with the Western Elders. As a result, Squire Maxon will remain at the Citadel indefinitely. State of Maxon. The state of Maxon in New California Republic was built in close proximity to the Lost Hills bunker and enjoyed the protection of the Brotherhood of Steel. No additional information is available at this time. Diary of Roger Maxon, Volume 1. Oh boy. Okay. October 10th, 2077. I, Roger Maxon, Captain Serial Number 072389, have started this log because it doesn't look good for any of us, and I'd like for people to know what really happened here. All hell broke loose when we finally discovered what those scientist bastards were up to. The Colonel has locked himself in his office and seems to be having some sort of breakdown. The men are screaming for blood. They're looking to me for answers, and I'm not sure what to do. Someone has to do something tough before this place sinks into an anarchistic bloodbath. Every time we get a report from higher up, things get worse here. The war is going on in a very bad direction, and this place is about to go into full mutiny with all the chaos that it entails. I stopped one of the men from executing a scientist today and demanded that we interrogate them to find out what their orders were. October 13th, 2077. I killed a man today. I was interrogating Chief Scientist Anderson when he was giving me the full details of their inhuman experiments. He said his orders came from the government, but I didn't buy it. He started screaming about how he was following orders, how he was a military man, and I just shot him. I tell myself it was to keep him from causing a full mutiny among the men, but I'm not so sure. I tried again to speak to the Colonel through the door, but he seems to have completely lost touch with reality. I broke down the door with several of the men, just in time to watch him blow his head off. Right before he pulled the trigger, he said he was sorry. October 18th. By killing the egghead, I seem to have confirmed my position as leader of the men. They follow me without question now. The interrogations invariably end up being executions. Shellman held out the longest, but the end result was the same. Her arguments about her orders were a bit too specific to be completely made up. I'm getting a real bad feeling in my gut about how this is all going to end up. I don't even lie to myself anymore about my reasons for executing the scientists. October 20th. I finally replied to the outside world over a radio. I don't know why they never sent anyone here to see what was happening when we stopped responding to their transmissions. It doesn't make any sense. Well, they'll come down now. I declared ourselves seceded from the Union. They remember Jefferson Davis with what will history say about me? Diary of Roger Maxon, Volume 1. Oh, yes. Diary of Roger Maxon, Volume 2. October 22nd, 2077. What the hell is going on? We declare ourselves to be a full desertion from the army and no longer under the government's command, and what happens? Nothing. Something bad is coming down. October 23rd. I can't believe those bastards finally did it. Damn them all to hell. They finally let the A-bombs fly. We were right in the middle of trying to pry the real story out of von Fielden when we completely lost contact. I have a feeling the research center was hit hard. I don't know why, just call it a gut feeling. It seems inconceivable that we were not targeted. I'm sure China will make up for that oversight real soon. Luckily, we had moved our families from outside into the facility the day before yesterday. We do not yet know if the fallout has reached this area. October 25th, 2077. Sergeant Platter volunteered to go outside today to take specific readings on the atmosphere. It seems the radiation has not spread this far. Since he was wearing his power armor, there was no threat to him from radiation, but if he had been exposed, he would have had to be exiled. We don't have adequate decontamination facilities here. October 26th, 2077. I convinced the men that we should bury the scientists. I don't know why. Perhaps it was to ease my conscience. I finally started to believe their stories when the last one was dying. My God, what have I become? We're leaving this godforsaken place today. I'm leading the exodus to the old government bunker at Lost Hills. I'm leaving this log behind to be buried when this place goes in the next exchange. Who knows? Maybe someone will find it someday. Vault Tech Terminal. This is what we're looking for. DC area vault listings. Vault 76. Personal assignments. Vault 76 is one of our 17 control vaults. It will operate exactly according to the plan dictated in the marketing material produced by Vault Tech, and precisely to resident expectations. This vault will be open automatically after a period of 20 years, and the residents will be pushed back into the open world for study in comparison to the other experiments. Project goals. Access restricted. Equipment assurances? None. Okay. Vault 87. Equipment issuance. Aha! G.E.C.K is located at Vault 87. Personal assignments. Null. File corruption detected. Please reinstall operating system software. Project goals. Access restricted. Let's see what other information is here, though. Vault 92. Personal assignment. File corruption. Project goals. Access restricted. Vault 101. Error. Really? Come on. Overseer Dr. Albert Lierez. Oh, that's weird. I knew a Lierez in high school. Additional personnel. Archivist note. This information has been redacted at the request of Dr. Albert Lierez of the Psychological Research Department and Chief Overseer of the Vault 106 project. All inquiries into the goals and research methods of Vault 106 are to be directed through his office. 108. Overseer Brody Jones. Chief of Staff Zachary K. Jameson. Chief of Security Jarek Maddox. Morale Officer Nathan O'Regan. Research note: all standard positions have been initially left unfulfilled and will be assigned by the Overseer according to the Vault 108 protocols. According to the pre-assignment medical tests, Mr. Jonas has a genetic disposition for a rare terminal strain of cancer, which should ideally cause him to expire within 40 months of the project's inception. These two events should combine to allow a proper catalyst that allows this project to continue as planned. Project goals. Bullshit. 112. Oh, we've already been there.
Welcome.
What's your assessment of this new situation? But true, we can barely fend off the superhumans.
Let's go talk to the scribe.
Need something? What?
Where is Scribe Rothschild?
I saw that you completed your test. What results are you seeing?
Power systems are 90% at startup, but
Incoming
are
at
running
rate.
37% efficiency after coming fully online. I'm looking into what might be causing the leak. Hail. How may I serve you, friend of steel?
Nice to meet you. I'm Garlic.
Okay, so this guy isn't who I'm supposed to talk to. Two Brotherhood scribes.
So, what's the latest report?
Enclave troops are fortifying the purifier trap plants. Those verticals.
Where is Scribe Rothschild?
The Brotherhood is at your service.
This is so weird. The objective marker is pointing me in one direction, but I can't go there.
Caution is advised.
It's good to be out here again. Damn.
Okay, where on God's green earth is that? Where's Scribe Rothschild? This is ridiculous. Wait a minute. Oh shit, it's Liberty Prime!
Power systems are 90% at startup, but are running at 37% efficiency after coming fully online.
I feel like I wanna go home. What do I feel? What do I know?
Progress with Prime's locomotive.
I still believe through the shade.
Let's see, local map. Okay, we want the Citadel Courtyard.
Hope this place stays standing long enough for us to leave.
In places like this.
Outsider, did you have any success with that old terminal?
Yeah, Vault 87 has a G.E.C.K, but I don't know where that is.
Ah, well, that much I believe I can help with. Step over here for a moment. I'll show you where it is.
That I mean, I feel like I wanna go home. What do I feel?
What's he carrying? Plasma caster? Nah, it's just a plasma pistol.
For people like us, in places like this, we need all the hope we can get.
He is a slow man.
I saw that you completed your tests. What results have you seen? Power systems are 90% at the start, but are running at 37% efficiency after coming fully online.
I thought as much.
There's been a shutdown in the port shoulder system. Looks like the job is not
Come on.
This map shows the locations of all known vaults in the local area. Vault 87 has been highlighted for you. There. Entrance
Awesome.
to Vault 87 will be particularly difficult for you, I'm afraid.
Why? What's difficult about it?
The area is highly irradiated. Lethal levels are all around the entrance. Gaining direct access will be quite impossible.
Okay. How do I get through the radiation?
Quite simply, you don't. To attempt such a thing would be certain death for you.
There's gotta be another way.
You share your father's determination, it seems. And in this case, you are correct. There may well be another way. Vault 87 is located very close to the site of Lamplight Caverns. It is entirely probable that the vault may be entered from within the caves.
Well, I guess it's time to find out. I'll go there myself.
The Brotherhood simply cannot spare the resources necessary to investigate the area. Perhaps you may be more successful. If you do find anything, please return here so that we may decide how best to proceed.
Thanks for your help.
I wish we could do more, but the Brotherhood potentially faces a very pressing, very real threat in the Enclave. All of my efforts must now be devoted to assessing the threat they may pose to us. I'm sure you understand.
Yep. Let's see. Vault 92 and 108. We haven't been there yet. We've been to 101 and we've been to 106, but 92 and...
That was Tex Beneke with a wonderful guy.
108, check.
People of the Capitol Wasteland.
92, check.
3 down, your ruler. Hear me and obey.
What's going on here, kid?
Now, I want to find the vault that the super mutants are that are hanging out in.
Ready for the Capitol Wasteland's latest news? Me neither, but it's that time again. Don't lose hope, children. Don't ever lose hope. The kid from Vault 101, the Wasteland's one true messiah, still walks among us. Just listen to this. Hey, wouldn't you know it? The lone wanderer is done collecting bottles of soda. Christ, talk about your slow news. Taking fire. Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog. Where you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you.
Super
Now,
mutants,
some
Enclave.
music.
They all believe the same. No worries.
Now, I need to know, where are those super mutants coming from? Escape. Fallout 3. Super Mutant Vault. Vault 87. Where is 87 located? 92, 108, 101, Little Lamplight, Vault 87. Okay. Oh, I'm dumb. I am big dumb. We are heading there already. Set the navcom. Navcom databanks. Set to L. Lincoln Memorial, LV. Lunar surface. What's nearby? I guess the Yaoguai tunnels, the Fort Bannister. Why? That's Yule World. Okay, we'll head to Fort Bannister then. Navcom mode. Where's the locking down mechanism? Here we go. Oh, we're on the bottom floor.
Let's go sunning, it's so good for you. Let's go sunning, neath the sky of blue. Greet the sun every morn. Feel as free and happy as the day you were born. Let's go native, sun your cares away. Be creative, learn to live and play. Pretty flowers need the sun. This applies to
Put away the clothes I'm not using in storage.
when nature's given happiness to everyone. So let's go sunny.
Put the modified utility jumpsuit, mysterious outfit, the shady hat, and the smuggler's outfit, and the sonic sunglasses. The sonic sunglasses can go in my drawer.
Let's go native, sun your cares away. Be creative, learn to live and play. Pretty flowers need the sun. This applies to everyone. Life's worth living when nature's given.
Store the crafting materials we don't need right now.
Everyone, so let's go sunning.
Rad scorpion, poison glands, and eggs. You don't. Yeah, we'll put that in there. And then we'll put away the fishing battery, the duct tape, pencils, scrap metal, tin can, wonder glue, wrench. Bent tin cans, there we go. I wonder if I can mod the 10mm pistol, the weathered 10mm pistol.
Think of me when you are all alone. Maybe the one who will wait for you will prove untrue. Then what will I do?
What does this look like? Oh, that looks nice. Wonder if we can put a laser sight on it. Hello, garlic. Oh, you know what? I forgot to add a part of the outfit.
Pink spots with maybe. Hey, everybody, this is Three Dog, your friendly neighborhood disc jockey. What's a disc? Hell if I know, but I'm gonna keep talking anyway. Here's the latest news. Unemployment is down, stocks are up, and the UN has just declared global peace forever. Now the real news. Here's a question for all you faithful listeners. Have you guys and gals ever seen
Gotta remember that the TARDIS is parked at Fort Bannister.
those shriveled black things? I'm talking real trees. Brown bark, green leaves, photosynthesis, all that good stuff. Now what if I, the all-powerful Three Dog, Bow Wow Wow, were to tell you that somewhere right here in the Capitol Wasteland is a place.
Well, Clover, we're going into danger, so you won't be bored for very long. I know this hasn't been the most entertaining adventure. We had to do some information gathering with the Brotherhood.
May have been experimenting with Jet at the time, but I'm telling you, it's out there. Thanks for listening, children. This is
Oh yeah, this is still on Lockpick, isn't it?
and you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. Now listen close for this important public.
Do I have a plasma grenade? Or, I mean, a pulse grenade? No, but I have frag grenades, so you know what?
You see, children, ghouls are simply humans who've been exposed to an ungodly amount of radiation and haven't had the good fortune to die. Sure, they may look like hideous zombies from an old monster flick, but their hearts,
Oh, that was big boom.
their tears are all very much human. So please, if you meet one of the Capitol Wasteland's many
There we go.
ghouls, leave your prejudice at the door and your pistol in its holster. Ah, yes, one important
That Mr.
caveat.
Gutsy ain't shit.
Those feral ghouls that prefer the dark, dank underground, they are basically mindless zombies, so kill as many as you damn well please. And now, some music. It's Cole Porter, and anything goes.
That's a super mutant. No prisoners. Wait a minute, no. I'm gonna do something fun. I've always wanted to do that. Laser rifle. I'll take the microfusion cells and the drained microfusion cells.
Intruding at Nudist parties in studio. Anything goes.
How do I get up here?
When Mrs. Ned McLean, God bless her, can get Russian red to yes, then I suppose.
What's happening?
Anything goes. When Rockefeller still can order enough money to let Max Gordon produce his show. Anything goes. The world has gone mad today, and good's bad today, and black's white today, and day's night today, and that gent today you gave a cent today once had several chateaus.
Let's do it again. Let's see if we can do another live grenade reverse pickpocket on the super mutants.
Away from there!
Yes! Oh, that is so satisfying. You get evil karma for doing that to anything other than a super mutant. LMG. Oh, my companions already got them. Now, what's that gunfire coming from? Yeah, they already seen me. No use sneaking up on them. I'll take the 45 auto rounds and the 45 auto submachine gun and the cases. You can keep the ant meat. I wonder if I can repair the 45 auto submachine gun with... Okay. I can do it with the light machine gun, but not the 32 rifle.
Take the children and yourself out of the cellar. But now the fighting will be close at hand. Don't believe the church and state, everything they tell you. Believe in me.
I'll take the Salisbury steak. Oh, this looks like a little lamplight. What's this over here?
Over here!
Whoa!
Can I have a better gun?
Now what's this over here, I wonder? Oh look, 3 super mutants. They're walking in a formation too. I wonder what that's about. Just inside the doorway. Use it only in emergency. Swim. Everglow National Campground, huh?
Get some help over here!
Who's shooting at me? Grenade machine gun. Wow. This from Super Mutant was packing some hardware. Then we have a location we have not discovered to the southeast and east.
I'm hungry.
Hostile Protectron? I don't know. I feel like it'd be kind of a waste to use my laser screwdriver on that robot.
Glad that's over.
Thought I heard something.
Vigilant.
Ooh, a Nuka-Cola Quantum. Jalbert Brothers Waste Disposal, huh? Now, what could be in here? Hey, it's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. Oh, that's why. Yaguai, that's good eating right there.
Can I interest you in an extremely rare refreshment?
That sounds mighty good in this heat. What is it?
It's called a Nuka-Cola Quantum. It's much better than your average Nuka-Cola. It even glows in the dark.
Nuka-Cola Quantum, huh? That does sound good. How much?
Only 100 caps, my friend, and a bargain at twice the price. Why, I know a lady in Girdershade who'd pay through the nose for one.
I'll take it for 50 caps.
Well, it'll save me the trip. Fine, you've got a deal. Enjoy.
Have anything else for sale?
If the price is right, make me an offer.
I'll take your 32 rounds, your 308 rounds, your 44 Magnum rounds, 4570 government, hell yes, give me that shit. 357 rounds, I'll take those too. 556, give me that. Now, what do I have that I no longer need? 500 cigarettes. You got any stim packs? No, you don't, huh? See you around.
Bye.
There we go. Now, I wonder what's for discovery here at this waste disposal site. Oh, hey, another quantum. Scrap, wrenches, useful. Tin cans. Instant mash. Duct tape, bottle cap line. Bug zapper. Nuka-Cola, stim pack. This is a good haul. I can repair that radiation suit. This Institute coat doesn't have much durability, does it? Oh, please excuse me. I'm getting a text from my mom. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Had to do some work for my mom. But we are back in business. Putting that behind 100 that's ridiculous.
It's the ink spots and maybe.
Oh, there's only one thing left. There we go. Wait, disengage what lock? So Fort Bannister, that's where we parked the TARDIS. Let's travel to Little Lamplight. Hi, Garlic. Come on up.
Think of me when you are all alone.
Hold it right there, mister. Don't take another step, or we'll blow your fucking head off.
Whoa, hold on there. I'm a friend.
You're big, and I don't have any big friends. You better just go out the way you came in.
I really need to get to Vault 87. Do you know the way?
It's not safe, even for someone as brave as you. There's monsters back there.
Monsters? What monsters?
The big ones. You know, the ones that sort of look like people, except they're all wrong.
Oh, so you know the way to get there.
Yeah, I do. But it's through Little Lamplight, and you're not getting into Little Lamplight. Guess you better find some other way, Mungo.
Hey, I got your friends back. Can I come in?
I guess you're okay after all, Mungo. You can come in, but you better not piss me off. Stacy, open the gate and let this Mungo in.
Yeah, we sacked Paradise Falls way back in episode 12, was it?
Happy birthday, Sticky. Sorry I missed your party.
Yeah, me too. Sorry.
There's nothing happy about it. This is the worst day of my life.
It's time to go.
You know the rules.
The rules are stupid.
You're a Mungo now. You gotta leave.
Maybe I can stay just a little longer?
Bye, Sticky.
Yeah. Bye, Sticky. Don't just stand there. Get out of here already. Hey, Sib.
How do you do, pal?
Doing better than a dog.
Hey, excuse me, hey. Oh, hey.
Wow, what luck! I'm Sticky. Forget these little kids. I'll take you to Big Town where the Mungos, I mean where the grown-ups live. I'm headed there now.
Oh, hello! Thank you for the follow! Let me see what the, pop-up says. So I can thank you properly. Waiting for it. Malazuki! I hope I'm pronouncing that. Malazakui? Thank you for following! Oh, if you're posting from Kick, I can't read the Kick chat, I'm afraid. I only have 2 phones, and I can only read Twitch and YouTube on them. Where the grown-ups live?
Big Town. You've never heard of it? It's where all the grown-ups go. Well, at least when they grow up and out of Little Lamplight. I can show you the way. There's no reason to waste your time with a bunch of snot-nosed kids. Let's go now.
What's up, Wastelanders? This is Frito Bow Wow, and you're listening to G.E.K.
Fine, I'll take you to Big Town, but first I need to visit Little Lamplight.
I'm not allowed in Little Lamplight anymore. Only people under 18 get to live in Little Lamplight. So when you're done with those little kids, we can go to Big Town together. I'll wait outside for you.
Yeah, about.
Okay, then.
Don't lose hope, children. Don't
Incoming at break.
New in town, huh? Well, if McCready let you in, that's a good sign. I'm Knock Knock, and I take care of keeping the peace down here. Or at least the morale. So who are you? You going to cause any trouble?
I'm from Vault 101. I rescued some of your friends from the slavers.
Oh, that was you? Nice work. I hope you got some good laughs out of it before you left. Gotta make sure they know not to try that again. Speaking of which, I'm Knock Knock, and I take care of the general morale around here. Which is to say, I collect a lot of stories, and sometimes trade them to keep the others amused. Morale's better than less Al, see?
I really need to get to Vault 87. Do you know the way?
We don't go there. It's bad back there. Ask Mayor if you really want to know.
You said you're in charge of morale. What does that mean?
Well, technically, I'm patrolling and keeping the peace. Mostly, that involves making sure people are happy and not getting into trouble. You can't very well keep the peace if you've already lost it, see? So, bam! Jokes. Want to hear one?
Sure. Let's hear one.
Prepare to be amused. Knock knock.
This is dumb.
No, it isn't. It's Noah.
Know a place where you can get some better jokes?
Hey, that's good. I was just gonna say no, a place where I can get some food.
That was, really funny.
Gee, thanks. I have to admit most of them aren't really funny. At least not ha-ha funny. They're more like a tradition. Most of them were passed down from this book we found down back, called Vault Boy's Big Book of Laughs for Kids. They're not really funny, but something about hearing them is a little comforting, you know?
Why don't you come up with some new jokes or stories to tell?
Oh, we've got lots of funny incidents. Like when Sammy shot the raider who thought he was a girl, that sort of stuff. But we don't really get a lot of news stories from outside. The scav teams spend all their time hidden, so they don't get much news, see? I'd sure like to hear more tales from the great big outdoors myself. Actually, if you hear any, feel free to tell me.
I got a tale I could tell you.
Oh, really? Tell me about it.
Not long ago, my father left me, so I went searching for him.
So you're like a three-legged dog then? Looking for your lost paw? Anyway, what happened next?
I enlisted the aid of the Brotherhood of Steel in my heroic adventures.
They work for you? Wow, they must think you're the most important Mungo in the Wastes. So what happens next?
I'd tell you more, but I'm still working on how it ends.
That makes sense, I suppose. A good story can take a while to put together, you know.
See you around.
See ya about.
Liked. Okay.
New in town, huh? If McCready let you in, that's good enough for me. Well, enough with formalities. Who are you? And how'd you get McCready to let you in here?
I'm from Vault 101, and I rescued some of your friends from the slavers.
Oh, that was you? Nice work. I hope one of you grabbed some of their gear before you left. Gotta make them pay for something like that. Speaking of which, I'm Knick Knack, and I take care of the general store around here. Which is to say, I collect a lot of stuff, and sometimes trade it for other stuff. That's pretty much a store, see?
Cool. Can you get... I need to get to Vault 87. Do you know the way?
We don't go there. It's...
Alright, alright.
So, sis, crack anybody up today?
Hey, new kid. I don't know if anyone told you yet, but let me set the record straight. I'm Princess. When you're around me, I'm in charge. You shut up and do what I say, because I'm boss around here. That clear? Now, who are you?
Did you just try to give me orders? That's cute, little princess.
Oh, you'll listen to me. Otherwise, I'll have my good pal RJ kick you out of the town. Or better yet, lock you in the vault. So don't push me, new meat. Just nod and move on, and I think we'll get along just fine.
What do you know about Vault 87?
That's behind the back door. The back door is my job, and I do it really well. See, what happens is, Mayor says he wants the door open. Then I help him because I'm good at it. It takes two of us to do it. But only Mayor can say it's okay. You gotta talk to him, and then I'll help him.
I see. How'd you get a nickname like Princess?
I don't need to explain myself to you, Mungo. Shut up and get lost. In fact, don't you ever bother me about something as stupid as nicknames again.
Fine, I'm leaving. Get back to guarding.
Well, thank goodness you gave me permission, jerk. Not if I can help it. Made it a good trade today?
I wonder what would happen if I used my laser screwdriver on these kids to age them. Let's do it out of just sheer curiosity.
Oh man, and just yesterday, I got him to believe one of the rocks out back granted a wish. I guess we make a good team, even when we didn't mean to.
Great stuff. Talk to you later, sis.
See ya about.
So that's what happens.
Oh man, and just yesterday, I got him to believe one of the rocks out back granted a wish. mayor said to let you in alive, but he didn't say you had to stay that way. Watch your step, Mungo.
Well, I'm glad there wasn't any blood over a misunderstanding.
New kids don't tend to walk up every day. We haven't had very good luck with visitors recently. Anyway, I'm Stacy, and I guard the front gate. If you need in or out, I can take care of that.
Are you the only guard on the front gate?
We used to have 2 guards here, me and an older girl named Caps. But since the last time raiders attacked, it's just been me. I really miss Caps.
Why aren't there more guards here?
We usually use crawl spaces so mungos can't follow. This gate doesn't get used much, except letting in big cargo or mungos. Both are rare. We used to have 2 guards here, but we can make do with 1, as long as I'm vigilant. We don't have much choice.
You said you used to have another guard. What happened?
There used to be another guard. She was named Caps. She used to take care of me. She liked my company guarding. She liked it when I used to tell jokes. Then some raiders attacked, and I was the only guard left.
You can't blame yourself for her death.
Except, I was supposed to be on guard when they attacked. I should have been here to help Caps. It really is my fault she died. Now I'm the only front gate guard, so it's my responsibility to make up for that.
You're going to stand guard all alone from now on? Quite a sacrifice, Stacy.
Somebody needs to guard the front gate, and no one else is doing it, so I will. Even if it sucks for me, I don't mind. Some things just have to be done, and they just have to be done right. Because if they aren't, you can't ever get back what you lose. Besides, Caps would want it like that.
Alright, see ya.
Later. I guess we make a good team, even when we didn't mean to.
Great stuff. Look, I don't just let any son of a bitch in my town. I'm taking a risk making an exception for you. So you're welcome in my town, at least until you start screwing up. Once that bullshit starts, you're out on your own again.
I'm not planning on starting any trouble.
Good. Better stay that way, Mungo.
How do you keep this place organized?
Organized? Have you walked around this place? It's pure anarchy. And I wouldn't have it any other fucking way. We can't all stay here forever, so we've all got to leave eventually. And there's not much to look forward to out there. So we have a good time while we're here. And the occasional ruthless little bastard like me make sure it doesn't fall apart for the other kids.
You said everyone has to leave eventually?
People change when they grow up, and we don't trust mungos living down here. So we leave for a place called Big Town before we get too old. Kids who grow up fighting and surviving in lamplight are better trained for the world out there than idiots who are pampered by grown-ups outside.
You're not wrong. How'd you get to be in charge of this place?
It's not that complex. Any kid can say they want to be mayor here. It's just that most don't want to bother with the responsibility of leading. Most of the time, they last until the kids get tired of them. Then they get kicked out on their ass by the new mayor. One only lasted 5 minutes.
Jeez.
Of course, I've kept this place going strong for 3 years. To most kids, that makes me mayor for fucking life. Fine by me, I say.
That's all I needed to know for now.
About time.
Who are you?
I'm McCready. I run Little Lamplight because they made me the mayor, and I don't like strangers or mungos.
Can you give me directions?
What do I look like, your tour guide?
Okay, fine. See you around,
Yeah,
McCready.
that's nice. Scram.
They want, and they're not really into asking politely. Word is, these guys take all the...
Oh look, they have actual buildings here.
Excuse me.
There's nothing they won't do.
Whoa, you're big. You must be the biggest kid here. I'm the littlest kid. My real name's Betty, but mostly I get called Bumble. What do you call big kid?
Sometimes people call me the Vault Dweller. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. Did you come from the vault? I heard there's monsters down there. Eclair told me once, one of them. They got him and bit him right in the face, and that's why he's only got one eye.
Yeesh.
You don't look like a monster, and I don't think you'd bite anyone in the face. You look like a nice vault dweller.
What do you know about Vault 87?
I don't know what that is, mister.
Okay, why do they call you Bumble?
It's just a name, okay? Not my fault I knocked stuff over. Lucy says I still got a lot of growing to do.
Alright, see ya, Bumble.
Bye-bye, Vault Dweller. You're new, and you're too big to be a resident. Who are you?
I rescued the captured kids. I'm a big hero.
You brought back Penny and Sammy and Squirrel? Well, I guess that does make you a pretty big hero. Thanks. I'm Lucy, and I'm pretty much the mom around here. And that means I spend a lot of time kissing boo-boos and making things all better. So if you ever get any scrapes or bruises, or if you get shot, stabbed, or radiated, stop by, and I'll do what I can, big hero.
Child at heart 83 out of 100. What the fuck did they mean by this? How do you keep healthy here?
There's always one big sister or another who knows her way around a compress and a sewing needle. So we take care of most of the little scrapes. And way back when, someone figured out that some of the plants and fungus around here absorb radiation. The little ones don't like to eat their veggies, but they don't like to be sick either. So we get by.
So you're the only doctor in this whole place?
Well, we all know the basics. Combat first aid, you know? But I've got the most experience at the tough stuff. Bumble's been learning the most about the more complex parts of cutting and sewing. People tease her, but she's got a steady hand. Of course, now she just needs to learn what you do and don't cut.
That sounds like pretty useful fungus.
It is, especially for dealing with the low-level radiation we all get from the water. The fungus just soaks it right up. But it doesn't help the rickets that keep hitting the younger lamplighters. Believe it or not, I can make a treatment for that from extract of Buffout. Actually, if you can talk McCready into it, I'd be glad to trade some fungus for Buffout, but he'd have to say it was okay.
That's all I need to know for now.
Well, until you come asking for a bandage at least.
Take the teddy bear.
There's not a lot of cash in being good, you know.
What's the quest marker say? Enter Vault 87.
The sappiest, the days are the nappiest, the dogs are the yappiest, the kids are the scrappiest, the jokes the snappiest, the folks the happiest.
Souvenirs.
Wow, am I glad to be back. If it weren't for you, I think we'd have died back there. So, thanks for the help. If anyone asks me, you're an official kid.
Why are you called Squirrel?
I like to think it's because of my inquisitive and charming nature, as well as my natural climbing ability. But Knock Knock says it's because I'm totally nuts. Guess which one's probably right.
Take care, Squirrel.
I'll try.
Hey.
What?
Okay, so you get in, but I got my
Did you
eye
know
on
you can pet me?
You don't make any
Check out the pet cafe.
I've heard a lot about the fungus in your cavern, and I'd like to make a deal.
Yeah, I'll bet you've heard all about the fungus in my cavern. But yeah, the cave's fungus, sure. It's good for food and medicine, and it's the main fucking reason we've stayed alive down here. So, you want a slice of that gray-green gold, huh? I think maybe we could come to an arrangement. What are you offering?
I bring in needed supplies, and I get some of the fungus in return.
Well, it'd lighten the load for our scab team a lot. Since you're pretty much one of us, here's the deal. For every piece of strange meat or Buffout you bring in, you'll be repaid with 1 cube of fungus. You couldn't ask for a better deal. Talk with Eclair for the strange meat. Or to Lucy about the buff out. They've got uses for them.
You eat people?
Not for a while, I hope.
Are the readiest, the gals are the steadiest, the love the liveliest, the life the loveliest.
Well, look who's here.
Restrooms? Nothing of interest here.
Watch it.
I'm tickled pink that things are rosy and skies are blue once again.
Huh.
Let the bygones go bye-bye. No more will I sigh or cry. Do-do-do-do-do. I'm tickled pink. The
Great chamber. Yeah, that looks right.
and I'm your fellow tonight. Who will be that red letter day? When I will pop with the question and you say okay. Say then we'll be married in the month of May.
Watch it.
I'm tickled pink that things
Chat, I just had a realization. How do they keep this place populated if they're all kids?
Hello, I'm Billy. Welcome to Widow Wampwhite. Hey, you look like you're handy with the weapon. I got kicked off the scab team, so I guess I don't need mine anymore. Wanna buy my Wazer rifle? 500 caps, and it's all yours.
How about giving it to a fellow kid like me?
That's a great idea. You take it, and good luck out there.
say okay. Say then we'll be married in the month
Wazer rifle. Bonus limb damage, bonus critical chance.
Hey! You're listening to the adventures of me, the Herbert Daring Dashwood, and my stalwart ghoul manservant Argyle.
You know, I've never gotten to this point in the game before. I'm actually flying blind right now.
Today's episode, Between Rockopolis and a Hard Place. Just ease away, son. No funny business.
Okay, yeah.
Funny business.
Garlic, what are you doing, buddy?
Hurt my feelings.
Y'all can't see him, but Garlic is standing on my shoulder, licking my hair.
Good God, Argyle. You ripped out her heart. I always knew this broad was heartless. Get it, boss? Heartless. Your kung fu skills may be unparalleled, old chump, but your comic delivery leaves something to be desired.
Watch it.
What is the meaning of this? Oh, magnificent King Crag, fearless leader of Rockopolis, it's me, Daring. Daring Dashwood? Herbert Dashwood?
Okay, so this isn't the right room.
But who is this? This dead woman? And is that her heart? She's the least of your worries, Craggy. In a few seconds, the slavers are gonna be breaking down your rocky front door. Slavers? You led the slavers here? To Rockopolis? You idiots! Do you realize what you've done?
Watch it.
Inspired you?
Well, if it isn't the
I really need to get into Vault 87. Do you know the way?
We don't go there. It's bad back there. Ask Mayor if you really want to know.
Okay.
How do I have to solve your...
I really need to get into Vault 87. Do you know the way?
It's not safe.
So you know the way to get there.
Yeah, I do. It's through Murder Pass. Not a real safe way to go, but it's the only door that works.
That's the only way.
It's the only way that works, yeah. The other door hasn't worked since before I was here. Computer's busted and not even Joseph can make it work.
Where can I find Joseph?
I'm the mayor, not a babysitter, Mungo. Beats me. Maybe he's back there by the door. Fuck if I know.
Who taught you to talk like that, kid? I want to use Murder Pass to reach Vault 87.
You sure about that? It's scary in there. Even I don't like going in there, and I'm really brave.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm the meanest, toughest, most ornery son of a bitch that has ever walked this earth.
Okay, you say so. Come on, let's get the gate open for you, Mungo.
Alright, we are on our way to Vault 87. We're gonna get a G.E.C.K and let's ruin this super mutant's day. Assault carbine, hell yeah. Tri-beam laser rifle. Let's repair the laser rifle with that. Sold it to the devil and now it's gone to hell and they wonder how. Let's fix up that assault carbine. Toilet plunger. Oh, this looks helpful. Almost got it. Now, where do we go from here, I wonder? Grenade machine gun. Chinese assault rifle. Let's repair the light machine gun with the Chinese assault rifle.
Hang on. I just need to catch my breath.
What? Oh, this is back the way I came. My bad.
and hide!
That's weird, my weapon's not firing. There we go. Mini nuke, stim packs, tri-beam laser rifle. Looks like we're getting closer. The architecture's getting more industrial. That looks like the entrance to a vault. What the fuck was that? There we go.
Make no mistake. Your father would be proud of what you've done.
Sensor module, desk, nothing. Oh wait, this has something. Pre-war money. I did not want the paperweight. Reactor chamber. Quest completed, picking up the trail. Finding the Garden of Eden.
Incoming at break.
Those roaches ain't shit.
Now there you are! Now try and hide.
2 hits, kid.
From
2
this.
hits.
Flying blind. Now where oh where could this Garden of Eden creation kit be?
I smell.
Vigilance is advised.
Oh, hell!
Hell yeah!
Over here.
Stand down.
Yeah. These muties ain't shit. I'll take the thermos flask. Bottle caps, that's nice. Nah.
Worldly acclaim. I just want to be the one you love. And with your admission that you feel the same, I'll have reached the goal I'm dreaming of.
Drozzle, how you doing, my guy? Welcome to the stream! We are just searching for the Garden of Eden creation kit here in Vault 87. And then, hopefully, going to war with the fucking Enclave.
I don't want to set the world on fire.
Ooh, a holotape.
I love you too much.
Is this thing on? Oh, yeah, it is. I see the little needle moving. I'm making these recordings as a diary of my life in one of Vault-Tech's newer vaults. They recommended we keep one, so I figured why not? But let me start at the beginning. My name is Shelton Delacroix, and I'm a security officer here in Vault 87.
There's not a lot of cash.
I'm assigned to the laboratory level, which sure beats babysitting the reactor room. Hopefully, in a few more months, I'll be allowed to learn a little more. Also, hush hush. But that's the way things are around here. Anyway, I'm due on shift soon, so I'll record more later.
I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. And with your admission that you feel the same,
I wonder how so many super mutants got into this vault. Diary entry 3.
Make no mistake.
Where's diary entry 2?
What you've done.
This is just toilets.
That was the ink spots with I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire. People of the Capitol Wasteland, it is I, 3
Automatic rifle. 308 rounds.
You're listening to the adventures of me, Herbert Daring Dashwood, and my stalwart ghoul manservant Argyle. Today's episode, Escape from Paradise Hall.
No, you're not. Super mutants ain't shit when you have a laser screwdriver.
Argyle, you magnificent bastard. You did it. Don't thank me yet, boss. We still need
Mutilated skull, mutilated organs, mini nuke, Chinese assault rifle.
We're the only chance she's got. Come on. Always with the dames. All right, she's locked in there. They call it the box. First, we need to remove that guard. Allow me.
Now where, oh, where are we going from here, I wonder?
Now try and hide!
Child's play, boss. Okay, lady, you're rescued. Now let's get out of... What? Boss, it's empty. Hands up, chump. Paradise Falls. Now let's move back to the pen, nice and slow.
Let's repair the minigun. We can sell that for some decent caps later. Weird noises, diary 2.
Things are getting a bit weird up here on the laboratory level. I swear, I keep hearing these crazy noises coming from the experimentation chambers. When I asked about it, they told me it's the animals they're testing on. What the heck are they doing to them? I think I may look into it some more. It gets boring standing in the hallways and pacing back and forth.
Argyle, old friend, I think I'm in love.
Locked terminal medical records.
I don't know where to begin.
This place is
I have
not
to
safe.
report what I've seen. There has to be a record of this somewhere. Sykes and Costler dragged some unconscious guy from the dorms into the labs. I tried to ask what was going on, but they just glared at me. After they came back out of the containment area, they told me not to tell anyone what I saw, or I'd regret it. Sykes was even patting his 10mm when he said that. I think they were threatening to kill me. After they left, I snuck into the containment room and I almost threw up. I don't even know how to describe it. It looked sort of human, but it was deformed. I could see some of its organs on the surface of its body like they were trying to push through. Its skin was disgusting. Green and brown and bruised like it was bleeding on the inside. And the smell. It was horrible. I staggered out of there and came here to get this all down. What the hell are they doing in this place? Oh my god. It's all making sense. The missing people and those things. They... Oh my fucking god.
All employees must read. To all medical records staff, any vault member marked as deceased by the special EEP section will be tagged and coded in the computer as an unexplained or undefined death. This comes directly from the overseer of this vault, who will be personally inspecting your reports to make sure they are accurate. Please refrain from sending inquiries or clarification requests to this office or the EEP chief physician. Please print out and give any next of kin form DV900L if they have questions. Deceased listing. Natural deaths 4, accidental deaths 2, unexplained undefined 87. Jeez. That means that they were experimenting with FEV in this vault, and the people who were subject to the experiments were turned into super mutants. Good Lord.
With a smile, the difficult I'll do right now.
To all medical records staff, the following are the new revised death code definitions. Please update all files to include these codes for faster handling. Note that criminal deaths, suicides are never listed in these files. As such, they must be listed under a code A008 in the accidental deaths as per Vault Tech mandate. Shit. Well, this still hasn't netted us a Garden of Eden creation kit. It's got to be around here somewhere.
We've got company.
Now, what could be in this safe? Decent amount of stuff.
Oh, hell yeah!
Chamber status check. Error, chamber offline. Forced evolutionary virus tanks depleted. Okay, so that means we are safe to enter. Ooh, it's irradiated though. Failed FEV subject. What's this? Test chamber 2. Chamber status check. Chamber offline. Reserve tanks depleted.
I smell.
Chamber status check offline. FEV tanks depleted. More of the same? Yeah, more of the same. Failed subject. Well, we can't get in that way. Take the medical brace. All that. Conductor. I'll take the scrap metal and the wonder glue. We'll need that for a weapon repair kit. Physician's terminal. Entry 8734190. The latest subjects in the evolutionary experiment program are showing some promise after only a single exposure to the modified FEV. We are currently testing 5 subjects, 2 males and 3 females. Each one of them is under 24-hour observation as usual. We hope to have a breakthrough in this strain as the continual pressure from Vault-Tec and the military at Mariposa is becoming most bothersome. Entry 2. Incredible result. After only 3 days, subject B440 and B164 and D624, all our female specimens, are all exhibiting a unique change. Their bodies are undergoing severe physical changes, losing most of their visible female indicators and transforming to an almost asexual state. They are also seeing increased upper body strength and muscle formation in line with males. Similarly, subjects C376 and A541, our male specimens, are losing most of their visible male indicators and taking on the same asexual state as the females. It seems that the FEV wishes to level the playing field and start with a clean slate, as it were. Entry 3. We've had a minor setback. Subject B440, Mary Kilpatrick, is now deceased. According to my autopsy, she died of a massive loss of brain function and was unable to sustain her basic bodily needs. This is the usual pattern we see in all the FEV strains we test. The brains of the subjects becoming too damaged to support even the most basic human needs, eating, sleeping, etc. So far, all the other subjects are nominal and continue to exhibit physical changes. Entry 4. At 10 days, we are now noticing that the skin of all of our remaining test subjects is actively thickening and becoming more resilient. This seems to be the FEV bringing about some new adaptive change. This is the kind of result we were looking for. Adaptations that could prove useful in combat situations. I need to remember to congratulate Dr. Philo on his skin engineering. His coded instructions in this strain seem to be exactly what he expected. Entry 5. Once again, I've hit the damn wall. At the 14 days, all of the test subjects began to exhibit severe bouts of rage and anxiety, so much so that they were a danger to my team and to this facility. I had no choice once again but to order them to be destroyed. It pains me every time we do this. The same cycle has been repeated in every strain we test. We always see superior physical adaptations, but the mental changes are their downfall.
Over there!
What?
Please, come speak to me. I'm in the room to your left. Oh, use the intercom next to the window.
quite mad. Could you actually be a pure human?
Yeah, I'm human, but what are you?
Me? You care who I am? Forgive me. I'm not used to pleasantries. I'm more used to grunts and being struck about by the others. My name's Fox. I've lived in this cage all my life.
How ironic that the others consider you a mutant of their kind.
Yes, indeed it is ironic. Forgive my astonishment, but I hadn't expected to meet someone with such a learned outlook of these things. It is a pleasant change. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. It was only a matter of time before someone like you showed up for the G.E.C.K.
You obviously know all about the G.E.C.K, so let's help each other out.
Indeed. Your powers of deduction are quite impressive. I do indeed know where it is, and how to get it. The device is surrounded by a lethal field of radiation. Lethal to humans, that is. Without insulting your intelligence, I think you can see where this is going.
How do I get you out?
At the end of the hallway, to your right is a maintenance room. Inside, you'll find the fire control console for the medical area. Trip the alarm on it, and I'll be able to get out. Oh, a word of warning, though. Tripping the console activates a failsafe and will open all the recovery rooms in the medical area. So, what do you think? Can you do it?
Okay, Fox, you've got a deal.
Glad to see you are a sensible person. Now, get me out of this place. I can't stand it anymore.
Alright, see you around.
It is my hope that we will speak again soon.
So, rescuing Fox is optional. What's this? Dud removed. Dud removed. Exact match on the first try. Lock error, call for service. Ooh, 9mm rounds. I will take those.
Now try and oh, hell yeah!
I can see why some call the the laser screwdriver cheating. This thing is busted. I feel like I went the wrong way. Ooh, bottle caps.
I've searched the area. Nothing to report.
I guess it was nothing.
I say. There's got to be some identifying... No. Wow, I'm tripping over luck here. Dead Wastelander, huh? Got some fixer, some bobby pins, some blood pack.
You're exhausting my
Hello?
patience.
Who's there?
What did I do?
Hey everybody, this is Three Dog, your friendly neighborhood disc jockey.
I wonder what I should make for dinner tonight. Maybe I'll do mac and cheese.
Seems we got a bit of news. Just listen to this. Don't lose hope, children. Don't ever lose hope. The kid from Vault 101, the Wasteland's one true messiah, still walks among us. Just listen to this.
You're exhausting my patience.
Hello?
I'll take the centaur blood. We can use that in crafting.
Hello? Who's there?
It would seem that after 101 made a little solo sojourn into the murky depths of Moresty Station, the attacks stopped. The cherry on top? He emerged a short time later with a lad named
There we go.
West, who presumably had been taken captive in the latest raid. So what happened down there?
Whoops.
I'm glad that's over.
Friendly chit-chat or a classic case of shotgun diplomacy? In the end, I guess...
Wait, are you a person? Yeah, we got a regular person here.
I'm gonna fuck your shit up, kid. That's the best you got.
Mutant Massacre perk rank 3. We have killed so many super mutants.
Remember, children, when the raiders come, there ain't no shame in locking your doors, barricading the windows, and cowering under the nearest bed. When these psychos come to play, they have one thing on their mind: making your life as fucking miserable as humanly possible. Raiders can't be bargained or reasoned with. There ain't no use surrendering, because they'll just shoot you anyway. So run, hide, or fight if you've got the balls and the guns. But for God's sake, don't go waving the white flag. They'll just strangle you with it. Now, some music.
We're getting closer. I can sense it. Exact match. Haha. Oh, he's hostile. That is unfortunate.
How is everyone?
Alright, let's use this terminal here to free Phlox. There we go.
Finally! Freedom! True freedom! I cannot thank you enough for this gift. You have no idea how long I've pictured this moment in my mind, and it feels far better than I'd imagined. Now, for my part of the bargain, follow me.
Alright.
Your father will be proud of what you've done.
We're gonna save the game. We've been at this for 3.5 hours, if you can believe it. I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. You folks have been absolutely stellar. We're gonna find somebody to raid. Our raid message is going to be... Seeking Eden. Now, who is live that we know?
Welcome Seth Aurelius _the Arbiter.
Haru! It's been a while. Let's go raid Haru. We're counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! Raiding now!
だってもうすぐ来るもん、コロボ。ねえ。Let's go to おでんさん。アビターさん。元気ですか、アビターさん。I'm happy to meet you. I'm going to ending 5. リンクさんもいるじゃん。リンクさん here too. リンクさん and アビターさん here. Yeah, how was your streaming? You played Fallout 3? How was your streaming? I'm going to raid right now, and there is many Japanese viewers. One of Japanese streamer, gamer streamer. ね、佐藤うさぎさん raided me, so I'm talking in Japanese a lot. 今ちょっとね、いっぱい日本語で話すの増えてて、今から日本人のストリーマーさんのレイドに行くんですが、おでんさん can speak English too. おでんさん speak simply English too. ね、I'm going to read おでんさん。ね、ね。how to get resuming your point or subscribe. いや、今日ラストデイ to get signed wallpaper. signed wallpaper はポイント交換がサブスクライブで今アピールしてくれれば、はい、サイン書けます。or donate sub gift 1 or $5 donate etc. 500 bits ね。で、I will
black coat and for morning, some laser screwdriver to show no quarter will be given. Now we need, we freed Fox. Now we need to find the Garden of Eden creation kit here in the vault. 308 rounds could be useful. Bottle caps, always nice. Actually, we're pretty solid on bottle caps. In no small part thanks to me spawning them in when I was trying to get the coordinates from the Hyper Trader in Freeside for the climax of the Fallout Doctor Who quest. Where's Fox? Oh, he's full. He's slow.
What did you need?
Do you know what the G.E.C.K does?
Some say it does nothing, that it's simply a pipe dream or a legend. Others feel the device is actually beneficial. The latter group claims it creates life where none exists. A new beginning for man. Some of the vaults came equipped with them, so after people emerged into the wasteland, they could restart the world. I'm not sure which to believe.
Tell me more about yourself.
I was born here in this place. I don't mean that in the literal sense, of course. All I can remember is the excruciating pain that tore through me as my body underwent the rapid physical changes. For most, this moment is what severs the grip on their minds. They become barely a shell of their former selves. I was different. When I spoke to them, they immediately branded me another failure and had me placed here as a curiosity.
So you've been stuck in this cell all this time?
Yes, I've never been anywhere else. I used to mark the passage of time, but after a few years it didn't seem to matter anymore. The only thing that prevented me from going insane was the working access point to the vault mainframe in my makeshift cell.
That kind of has an odd parallel to how the Doctor, like, psychically synced up with the Archangel Network in the end of Season 3 of the reboot series. Or the revival series, I should say. How did you become so articulate?
The terminal in my cell used to connect with Vault 87's mainframe. That gave me access to the history, literature, science, and fiction book files. I used this extensive database of works to better myself and my understanding of everything around me. It was only recently the others caught me using the terminal and destroyed it to torment me.
Do you remember who you were?
I don't remember enough to tell you everything about my former self. My metamorphosis destroyed a good deal of my long-term memory. However, I can recall being in this place when it wasn't the macabre laboratory it has become. I remember walking around this place and seeing other humans in white lab coats and blue jumpsuits. I wish I could find out more, but the personnel information for the vault wasn't in the mainframe for some reason. I feel like my identity is so close to me. I can almost see myself as a human, but can't recollect the details. Oh, it's maddening.
Okay, sorry to bring it up. You good? We chill? How do you know the layout of this place?
These hallways are familiar to me. I think I used to be a resident here in better times. I wish I could remember more, but I'm afraid it's all a blur. As for the G.E.C.K, it always rested where it does now. The foolish super mutants don't even know what they have.
You have quite an unusual name.
It was taken from a historical entry in the computer. The name comes from a man who was willing to fight and die for what he believed in. I felt it was appropriate, given my circumstances.
Let's continue on.
Very well.
Incoming ad break.
You are a slow, lumbering guy. Although I must say, I'm not a big fan of veggies, but I appreciate having the company of the Jolly Green Giant on my team. The more the merrier. Nope, just a mutilated. You're right. No more games indeed. I'll take the tri-beam laser rifle. Actually, I'll just take all of this. It's mine now. Yes, here we are. Lab technician terminal. Alright, could be useful. Ooh, look at that, we're close to a level up! I think I got all the melee perks that I want for when I do my incarnation that uses a sword, primarily. So we'll probably take Burden to Bear, and then after that, well, we'll just see. There we go. Unlock storage room door. I could probably pick it. Let's take a look at these notices. Attention all lab technicians. The A-level storage room has been restocked with rad suits and other radiation dampeners. We were able to bring these up from deep storage for immediate use. Please only take what is needed. There is no need to hoard the items. There is plenty to go around. And to lock the door after you are finished. Notice 12. The radiation expulsion ducts from the G.E.C.K chamber are once again venting radiation directly into the area due to faulty seals. These seals must be properly maintained and checked on a daily basis. There is a clipboard with the maintenance checklist that you must initial when the check is complete in the main laboratory. Any lab technician skipping their check will be held accountable for their inaction. Notice 18. Dr. Merrick has ordered the latest test subjects in the EEP to be terminated and then disposed of. Please make sure that bodily remains are placed in the incinerator as soon as the subject's vitals are flat. The entire isolation room is disinfected and any relevant data on the subjects are given to Dr. Merrick. FEV is very unpredictable, and we do not want any contamination to remain when the next strain is introduced to new subjects. I'll repair that with the Chinese assault rifle. Very nice. Let's repair that minigun with the minigun. Yeah, that's all mine now. Vacuum cleaner. Steam gauge assembly. Combat helmet. Okay, energy weapons next. And we're going to start dumping into survival. Plasma spaz, you're just so excited about plasma that you can't magnetically contain yourself. The AP cost for all plasma weapons, including plasma grenades, are reduced by 20%. I don't know if I'd be using VATS with the plasma sword, though, which is the only plasma weapon I'd be utilizing. Meltdown. Meltdown causes foes killed by your energy weapons to get off a corona of harmful energy. Note this can cause a chain reaction. Could be useful. Laser Commander. From the humble laser pistol to the mighty Gatling laser, you do 15% more damage and have 10% chance to critically hit with any laser weapon. Burden to bear, we're going to need that. And that just boosts our carrying capacity, but we're going to need that, so yeah. Automatic rifle, rad roach. I'll take the cases, the stim pack, the munitions, and the rifle. Emergency radiation purge. Venting system offline, huh? Whoa, okay. I think I found where Fox was talking about. That's pretty rough. Ooh, Wonder Glue. We'll need that to make a weapon repair kit. Now where's good old Fox? Where is the Jolly Green Giant? Oh, Fox! I just realized who he's named after. He's named after Guy Fawkes. Need a lockpick of 100, eh? Well, that's why we have the lockpick function on my screwdriver. Metal helmet. I'll take that, those, that, and that. Duct tape will be needed for weapon repair kits. Fox is still stuck over here, eh? I guess we got too far away and his pathfinding got bonked. Yes, it does, Clover, but we need to be here. Quite the little band we have ourselves here. Brotherhood of Steel, a liberated slave, a former retired raider, a super mutant, and a ghoul. And we're going to pick up Butch in this episode too from the Rivet City Bar. Now, some may want him to wear his Tunnel Snake outfit, but I say no. Let's give him the Master's outfit. The symbol, the Doctor and the Master were once friends on Gallifrey. Butch is now our friend and peer in the Wasteland. We are restoring that outfit to a symbol of friendship. Cheesy, yes, but you know what? I like cheese. It's delicious. Take those 308 rounds.
Okay, you stay here. Beyond this door, the hallways and chambers are flooded with radiation. I'll get the case and bring it right back. Keep your eyes open. I know my lesser-minded brethren are bound to stumble across us.
Well, I mean, I killed the shit out of all of them that were here, so we should be clear, but I'll keep ready just in case. That eye patch has some clipping issues.
The dogs are the happiest, the kids are the scrappiest, the jokes the snappiest, the folks the happiest way back home. Don't know why I left the homestead, I really must confess, I'm a weary exile.
Here's the gag. Our bargain is complete.
Thanks, Fox.
As promised. Here's the G.E.C.K. I hope it's worth it. I'm afraid this is where you and I part company. I'll find my way out of this place. Don't worry. Maybe we'll meet again somewhere in the wasteland.
Oh, that's weird. He's supposed to be a companion.
Yes? What is it?
You can't come with me?
Sorry. I'm afraid a super mutant wouldn't be welcome in the places you frequent. All I would do is cause you undue attention and, probably get you killed.
I understand. See you around, Fox.
Farewell, my friend. I suspect we may meet again.
Don't know why I left the homestead. I really must confess.
Alright, now, let's get topside.
Singing my song alone. The food is the spreadiest, the wine is the headiest, the pals are the readiest, the gals are the steadiest, the love the liveliest.
What? I just got flashbanged. Why did I faint?
Objective is secured, sir.
Good work, soldier. Make sure the G.E.C.K is secured aboard my vertibird.
Yes, sir. I'll have the tech come down and remove it immediately, sir.
You're certain he's
Your father
unharmed?
would be proud of you.
Yes, sir. He'll pass out shortly, but we can revive him.
Excellent. Prepare him for transport immediately.
Right away, sir.
Note to self, the TARDIS is parked at Fort Bannister.